Start streaming. Work, bitches. Work, bitches. There we go. You are now live. Share to the Russians. Tweet to the birds. Time for the Book of Faces, and it still has the wrong thing, but I really don't care. Anyways. Oh, I need to... Wait, no, cancel. Send as message. There we go. Tell them about this airline is hilarious. Anyways. And yes, we will be doing the part 2 of, DSP's Begathon. You go, I don't care. Part 2 of his Begathon. But first, I had something from him. Oh. Okay, that's different. Anyways. Go to James Lester's Express Lane on Twitter. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
I don't know why they made it like that. Maybe because they want you to grind so fucking much, but it's not fun to grind. I don't want to sit there grinding non-stop to fucking get, you know, minor boosts to my armor and shit.
Baby, you can grind on me any day.
I'm only considering grinding just a little bit for the first time ever in the game because this duel, the Red Oni of the Lee, remember I beat him by parrying quite a lot. That guy drops the armor set that I'm trying to use, this red demon armor.
But yeah, talk about DSP. Oh, grinding sucks. Hey guys, I'm gonna grind. Oh, but first, Dante. Watch this. Wait for it. Dun 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 dun. Just got in the mail today. Let the hunt begin. It's so soft and fuzzy. He's got to grind to get that bread. Wait, do horses eat bread? What the hell is this? Okay, what are you stuck on? I have like 80 billion cables. Yeah, this is from Dante Crisis. And I still have his Teespring, although I don't think I have this linked as a Teespring. I have his Never Break the Spirit one. But still, you can probably figure it out from there. Yeah, let the hunt begin. I wanted orange, but in orange they had small, nothing, 3XL. It's like, well, I don't mind big. I actually do order a bit bigger than I need to wear. So like having that extra space and comfiness. But 3XL is probably pushing a little bit too much. Man. So I went with red instead of orange. Obviously, orange is my favorite color. Anyways. Oh, do you guys see that the guy that beat his wife, his pregnant wife, mind you, on live stream, has his channel back. But Bill and Tex, because they used a puppet emoji, they're not back. They are banned for life for having a puppet emoji. But a guy beats his wife. Let's see, 26-year-old Australian Twitch streamer Luke, Mr. Dead Moth Monday, has been unbanned by Twitch. So, domestic violence, that's fine. Violating TOS every day, that's fine. Don't you dare have a puppet emoji. Fucking bullshit. Oh, here's something else from...
Why? Silly, I have...
It's also from DSP. The Pig Roach. And yes, oh, there it is. Hey. Just put up, Dante Crisis posted the Teespring thing. So I approved it. Because I can understand why YouTube makes sure, like, the person running the chat has to approve links. Because they don't know what it's going to be. Exactly, Tommy. Don't you know that?
A bunch of people who just like to troll the shit out of me and try to get me in trouble as many ways as possible. And basically make it so that I can't make a living. I'm serious about that. Like, they actually just don't want me to be able to make a living in any way, shape, or form. Why? You tell me. I think that they're mentally challenged.
That's right. Everyone who makes fun of him is mentally challenged. It's not him. That's the issue, though. Well, also from the middle of a stream.
Whoa! Shout out to Mark Murphy. He just took me $50. Says, small token to help with your current difficulties. Hopefully 2019 is the year you're able to get out of your debt and stabilize your income. I speak from experience. Crippling debt sucks big time. First of all, thank you very much, Mark. I hope so. As I've told everyone, what I'm really hoping is, best case scenario, here's what happens in 2019. Obviously, my streams continue to be good and make more money, which would be great.
Money.
You know, I get past this tax hurdle. Well, the short-term hurdle is paying bills this month, obviously. Get past the tax hurdle in April. Then I'll have 2 years of consistent tax returns to file and hopefully be able to refinance my home by the end.
Refinance his home is not a good idea, though. He's going to fuck that up. Now, if he actually took the refinancing and paid off all of his debt, so you only had the Patreon Palace, might actually work. But it's DSP. He's going to be like, I got $146,000. 3 weeks later, guys, I just got back from Disneyland. I bought one of the rides and I brought it home. I don't have any room in the backyard to put it up, and the homeowners association won't let me use it. Send me money so I can buy property, so I can build it on. What happened to the $146,000? No, $146,000 didn't happen. That's a detractor meme. Hey, Agent Proper. Anyways, window capture. And this is going to be at 1.25 speed because do we really need to sit here and listen to him cry and beg for money that much? Oh, bun. Why doesn't he use more of these?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my New Year's Eve podcast.
And why doesn't he start off with the, hey, welcome to the New Year's podcast instead of, hey, everyone. Anyways.
2018, I'm DSP. Again, apologies, I am under the weather, and sadly you're going to hear me clearing my throat and coughing and blowing my nose and doing all kinds of bleh stuff during this podcast. It is what it is. If you're watching this on YouTube, there was all...
Because refinancing is different from selling. Because Carmichael says that if he uses the thing other than proving the house, he might have to pay tax on it, but I'm not sure that's true. I know if he sold the house, anything under $250,000 is his. Any profit under $250,000 is his. If you live in a house for 2 years or more, when you sell the house, any profit under $250,000 for a single person, $500,000 for filed custody, joint, whatever, married people, you keep. So, alright, it's going to be $146,000. Well, he'd get to keep that $146,000 if he sold it. If he refinanced it, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Let's find out. Do I owe taxes on money from a refinanced house?
According to Home Guides, SF Gate, if you have the equity, you can use a cashback refinance to get money for debt consolidation, remodeling, paying for college, or just about anything else. Furthermore, pulling money out of your house is tax-free, and you frequently can write off the interest you pay on the loan.
Tax-free? So there we go. Unlike DSP and his 5 seconds of research is way too much. Also, guys, go to Quiet Dignity and Grace's GoFundMe. He wants to piss all over DSP's front door. Anyways, but yeah, so there you go. It would be tax-free if he refinanced, so he'd be good there. Or if he sold it, since he's lived there for more than 2 years. Beep. Guys, I'm not going to lose the house. By the way, if you don't give me enough money, I'll lose the house. Yeah, sounds about right.
Already been to part 1. You're going to want to go watch that before you watch part
2. You guys are going to want to watch part 1 and click on the ads first, alright?
Thoughts on Infinity War, the movie, okay? Alright, I'm back. So, segment 2.
He'll still be super salty when he blows it all at the casino.
This is going to be me talking about 2018. Alright, what I want to do is take some time to sit back, talk about this year, how it went, both personally, professionally, let you know a lot of the stuff that behind the scenes.
I've done this earlier, but I was up all night. I didn't get home till about noon.
How's stuff going?
Probably fell asleep around 1. Woke up at 6.
Okay. So
completely fucked up my
I'm
sleep
going to talk about
schedule.
a lot of things for the very first time in this segment of the podcast. Now, if you don't care about this, maybe you don't. Maybe you're just someone who I wanted to hear Phil's opinions on Christmas. I want to hear about what games he's playing in 2019. I don't really care about the behind the scenes stuff. Then that's fine. I'm just going to tell you guys right up front. This is not a part that you're going to want to watch. However, I do feel that I have a personal connection with a lot of my viewing audience, and there are people who actually care about me and want to genuinely know how I'm doing, know what's going on behind the scenes. By the way, I have to be careful about what I say here, because as you guys know, one of the major changes I made this year was how much I revealed to you guys, okay? We'll talk about that in just a moment.
I said you still reveal everything because you're an idiot.
$1 anonymous tip during the break, so thank you very much to whoever that was, an anonymous dollar tipper. I appreciate that, all right? So, let's talk, everyone. First of all, let's talk about my personal life and what's been going on behind the scenes this year in regards to myself and Kat and stuff you don't see on streams. All right, let's be very honest about everything going on without revealing too much personal stuff. As you guys know, 2017, that was a rough year for me. A lot of negativity, a lot of nasty stuff happened in my personal life, and I don't even want to dwell on it. But the good news is,
I don't want to dwell on it. Now listen to me talk about it.
We had a lot of similar interests. We seem to have a lot of similar life experiences, and we really connected. All right, and she was able to spend some time with me over the course of 2017 to the point where we really clicked and wanted to spend more time and move in together and have a life together, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do that because of all the hurdles that were there in our way. For example, all of a sudden I found out last year that my accountant had been doing my taxes wrong for 3 years, and I owed over $5,000 in back state taxes. Plus,
yours, obviously, duh.
Not doing it right. Plus, I had to pay a new accountant to fix all that, okay? And you guys, in a lot of ways, helped me out tremendously in that regard. Financially last year, you guys kind of got me out of that hole and helped me out in multiple times. So thank you for that. And because of all that, all right,
because of all the support you gave me, and I now owe more tax money, so give me more money.
Was looking good, and Kat was able to move in with me, which was amazing. She actually moved in very early February of 2018. And let me tell you how nice things have been. All right, just how much things have improved. Although it's not
things are so nice. Give me more money.
But having someone, you know, here, a significant other, who we care about each other, we love each other, we support each other, behind the scenes being able to share responsibilities rather than it just all being on me. She's, you know, a really positive influence on me. She has helped me a lot of times when I'm super stressed to not be stressed. She, basically experiencing a lot of the things out here that I've enjoyed since I moved here 4.5 years ago. Her experiencing them for the first time has been an amazingly positive thing. You know, she came from a place where there wasn't a lot of good positive stuff going on. In fact, it was a lot of very negative stuff, and to be able to move into a more positive environment here, both of us coming.
I'm just trying to mirror his movements, and I just can't do it. I don't know how he moves that much.
Out here, and now moving into a better climate and stuff like that is really nice. A moderate climate.
Moderate climate. It's Pacific Northwest. They still get snow.
She made a lot of stuff this year for us that she had never made before. A lot of slow cooker recipes. And just.
It still snows there. He's posted pictures on Instagram like, "Oh look, guys, it snowed," just like back in Connecticut. Then again, he doesn't go anywhere to do anything, so I guess it doesn't matter if it snows anymore, because I don't need to shovel my driveway. I'm not going anywhere. What about Kat? She needs to get to work. Well, if Kat wants to go to work, she can shovel out the driveway herself. I can't do that. My bad back. If we moved to Texas, house would be cheaper. Private tax would probably be cheaper. No snow, or at least a lot less likely of there being snow. And I already looked it up. Their business tax is cheaper than it is in Washington. And also, Texas is a lot cheaper of an area than Seattle. Short of moving to California or New York City, he picked one of the top 5 most expensive places to live in the country. Dumbass.
Just other stuff in general, things she baked.
All trying to save money, though.
I never had, I'm not even kidding you guys, I never had a
hey, local slam
until this year. She made me my very first ever tuna casserole. And I love it. I thought it was really good. so many different kinds of cuisine she tried to make. She made curries. She made Mexican-style food and bakes and stuff. She's done so much that has just been amazing, okay? But not only that, you know, super duper, you know, responsible.
She's made me so much food. Oh, man, all the food she's made me. Food.
You know, and all the stuff that
Food.
To motivate you, to want to keep going.
To motivate me to want to keep going, so she make me more food.
Stress. She's been there for me. And, you know, at the flip side of that, I've tried to, as much as I can, be there for her. You got to understand, it was very stressful for her to move from one area to another. Big move, big life changes. And, you know, pretty much almost right when she moved here, within a month, she was working right away, had to transfer a job and jump right into a job that was a big life adjustment. And over the course of the year, adjusting for that, for example,
so she
started working,
went right to
she had a job
the same job.
She would be, you know, opening early morning hours through like the normal office hours. Then about
it's very,
ago,
very
she
red.
transitioned into night hours. Okay.
And actually, with a green screen, you're really not supposed to wear red in front of a green screen because of the contrast is so off. Which I was so hoping to be able to get this in orange, but again, there was small and then 3XL. It's like, you know what? I don't need 3XL. Like, I like my stuff to be a little bit bigger and baggy on me, but not that big and baggy. I'd be swimming in it. So I went down to red, and yeah, I guess it does look a little bright compared to the green screen.
Which is very stressful to try to change your whole schedule around from, you know, going a certain sleep schedule and then changing it completely to flip on its head to be a different kind of schedule.
How would you know? You've had the
you know,
same
some
sleep
people,
schedule every day.
they always question, you know,
Drink
what's
till
the
4
difference
o'clock in the
in
morning,
all of that?
pass out,
Because,
wake up at 10, stay in bed, and then
would
don't
say,
get
oh,
onto
you know,
the
I
thing
didn't
until
spend
1.
much time with Kat today or whatever. And they said, well, what do you mean? Well, yeah, when she was opening, what would happen is, so she would be working by the time I woke up. Okay,
She would be working by the time I woke up.
By the end of my first stream, we would have dinner together and maybe like an hour together. Okay, then I'd have to go back and do my second stream, and by the time that I was finished, my second stream around 9 p.m.
How you doing, Dead Mans? Everybody, I'll be going to Dead Man's Home podcast tonight.
Work very early hours, and there were some days I was seeing her like
Hey, Sapphire.
2 hours a day tops, if that, and most of that time was to make a meal and clean up the house. It wasn't even like we had any kind of significant interaction or whatever. And some streams I would end on the dot at 9 p.m. and people would be like, why are you ending the stream so early? You should go longer. I'm like, guys, this is like a half an hour I get to see my girlfriend before she goes to sleep today. I'd like to go spend that time with her. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is...
Don't call him Muppet, though. He's just flapping his arms around like that.
Schedule. Excuse me. Well, my throat is killing me. Of course, I'm sick.
Uh-huh.
New schedule isn't without its stresses. Now, she gets to sleep in, okay, which is good, but she has to work very late hours. You know, some nights she's out till 11:30.
Speaking of, I gotta get on Skype real quick.
Gets home around midnight-ish, and some people say, Phil, why are you up at 3 in the morning? Well, because Kat got home at midnight, and her schedule is different. Now she's hungry. I make her something to eat. We watch something on TV, you know, relax, and I'm not going to bed between 2 and 3 a.m. is when she's getting tired. So I'm up till 2, 3 a.m. every night because I want
drinking gin.
I mean, like, sure, she could come in at midnight, I go right to sleep, and I never get to see her. So, you know, I'm trying to adjust my schedule to be in line with hers now so we can spend more time together.
Oh, and poor baby.
She got a lot of hours in and everything around the holidays, but it's also very stressful when you're working a night job like that and everything. And I get it. So basically this year has kind of been a year of adjustment, a year of transition, a year of not only getting used to living in a new state and, you know, Kat living here with me and us sharing responsibilities, us sharing things like the car and everything, but also getting in line with a job that was more consistent, work hours that were more consistent. The good thing is now her job hours do seem consistent, and even though we don't definitively know every day what week she's going to have off, at least we know, you know, in general, we'll have one whole day a week to spend together. So it's good.
T-pose.
And it's been, you know, it's been a lot of work and a lot of stress and always, oh my God. Wow,
oh my God.
I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to see what you're saying in stream chat. My laptop is crapping out completely.
Oh, he leaned over and banned someone.
Piece of garbage.
He leaned over and banned someone. He did this all night, leaning over and banning people.
Yeah, you know, it's stressful and, you know, any kind of a life change like that is going to be stressful. But it's been good. It's been a positive thing. And, you know, she's turned me on to a lot of stuff that previously I didn't know about. I turned her on to a lot of stuff that she didn't know about. You know what I mean? Like, we really are gelling and things are going really well. All right. And I'm not going to get into long-term plans. Sometimes I've alluded to things over the year, like some people said, Phil, you know, do you think that you'd ever want to get married? You think you'd ever have kids? You think you'd ever do blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into massive detail, and I'm not going to get into that level of stuff.
Immediately gets into it, I'm sure.
And the bottom line is it's really nobody's business. If and when we ever decided to make personal decisions like that behind the scenes, you know, that's our business. And if we ever decided to share that with you guys, great. But at the same time, imagine if we ever tried to share something like that, and then you know immediately that negative and nasty element of people would try to jump down our throats and get details. What's going on? What's being spent? Who's doing what? What's it? You know, that's how they are. They're like,
What's
so,
being spent? Because you're crying that you're broke. So yes, it does matter what you're spending your money on.
If I were to talk publicly about private stuff like that, it would be like destroy. You know what I mean? They would literally try to do fucked up stuff. Okay, and I'm not gonna allow them to do that stuff. So that kind of personal stuff behind the scenes will stay behind the scenes until we ever decide if there's a time or place where we would like to reveal that kind of personal information, which we may. But at this point, you know, basically the less is more. And this has been the philosophy personally with my personal life. In 2018, this has been a major change. And listen, I'm well aware a lot of you are longtime viewers and fans of mine, right? And, you know, I understand that a lot of you want more information. You like to hear about personal things going on in my life. You feel like a celebration. Wow, when something positive happens with Phil, it's a celebration and we're all happy for him, right? But when sadly there aren't normal people out there who follow me and they will take that stuff and I give them a tiny little tidbit and they'll do just dumb stupid shit like
dumb stupid shit like
people hypothesize
watch my video so they can quote me word for word.
The past few months are bullshit. I don't owe any taxes. I don't have any problems with finances or money. I'm trying to save money to go on a vacation, to do
probably are saying when to go on a vacation.
I bought stuff for the house and shit. That's nuts. You know, Phil has crazy expensive stuff in his house. I've heard crazy things.
Oh, if he did cocaine, he'd have a lot more energy and he'd be less skinnier.
And now we have 2 cars and all like crazy shit.
You do have 2
it's
cars.
All based off of bullshit. It's based off of these people deep diving into bullshit information.
You do have 2 cars. You wouldn't do when you were doing that house tour. You wouldn't show up the garage because of the new car in the garage while Kat was at work. If Kat was at work, what car was in the garage? Because obviously she would have been driving one of the cars to work. So what new car was in the garage while Kat was at work that you didn't want people to see? Duh.
On the internet that's not correct and trying to make things out of it that is just completely fabricated. They'll take a little tidbit of misinformation on the internet and turn it into something that it's not on purpose to try to create drama and try to create things that look bad for us.
Oh, if this is meth, his teeth are going to fall. It's going to be hilarious.
So why in the holy hell would I share actual personal information about stuff going on behind the scenes in 2018?
Because you do it all the time.
Since I've been a YouTuber. You know, I started in 2008. 2018 has been a year where, for the most part, I've kept everything under wraps. All right? You didn't really learn much about the private stuff that we were doing. Every once in a while, I'd share a little tidbit on a pre-stream or answer a cheer or whatever and let you know a little bit about something that happened to answer a question. But I've kept most of the stuff that we do under wraps on purpose because we knew that if we exposed things, that people would blow it out of proportion and make us look like you know, this is evil, evil Phil, evil Cat, evil, stupid nonsense, bullshit, right? And if you haven't noticed, and we're going to talk about this on the professional side of things, okay, that I personally, on the professional side of things, don't have Kat as part of the ongoing content that I do. She doesn't show up in my stream. She doesn't show up in my gameplay on purpose. Because when you cross that line,
that was heroin. He'd be.
People just think, oh, now it's just fucking fair game. Because she showed up in one video, it's fair game to try to fucking completely slander and dig up shit from the past. It has nothing to possibly do with our current lives together now, and just say stuff that's completely falsified in order to try to hurt us. And that's why you haven't seen that in the professional side.
Hey, Daryl Green.
Kat doesn't want to be a part of it. She wants to.
Yeah, he constantly tells us about his taxes.
A part of a stream.
You'd think that'd be private.
Because she looks a certain way, or because she said something in a certain way, because, you know, she didn't react in a certain way, or I'll say nothing, completely unfair comparisons about stuff, you know, content that I put out in the past, that now, oh, this means this, and this means that, and this, it's just
like John Rambo was part of his content. John Rambo was never a friend. He was just part of his content to make him money.
You have to microanalyze every little thing to cause drama for yourself because your life's so fucking boring. There's nothing to talk about in regards to your
Do you need a puke bucket there, Aladdin?
And we don't want that. You know, which is why this year you have not seen it. You have not seen a lot of the personal stuff. Now, I'll be honest, it was tough. There's a lot of times that things happen I want to share with you. I'll be honest, there's a few things right now that I think would be really cool, positive things I could share with all of you. But undoubtedly, if I did, it would be spun in a negative light anyway. So I can't, you know, and that's it. That's been a big step for me to mature up because for 10 years of my life, I've shared so much with all of you as a viewing audience. And
well, she has personality. If you watched, you know, you had the chance to find her old videos when she live streamed video games. She did have personality. It's just when she's there with him, she just
the fuel that they need to continue.
Probably told not to be entertaining by him because
I just can't do it anymore.
Everyone's more entertaining than he is.
And that's why there's been a big change this year when it comes to my personal stuff. All right. So what I can tell you is this: I have a good personal life right now. If anything, yes, is there stress? Absolutely. But the stress is much more worth it to have the amazing amount of love and really good personal life that I have right now. That's why I keep telling
Give
you
me
guys,
money.
like, when it comes to my professional life, I really want to keep everything I've got. I want to make enough money to pay my bills and pay my taxes and stay here because things are really good. This is kind of the ideal of what I and Kat have both wanted. We are happy just to stay where we are, have what we have. We're not looking for anything more than what we have. Just stay here and have things go nicely the way that they're going, and just have it be that, you know. The problem is, the sad fact is that everything's being threatened because of a lot of things going on.
It's all being threatened, so give me more money.
You know, a life that we just built together over the course of 2018 being threatened by bullshit, which is exactly what it is. It's a bunch of fucking stupid bullshit, and, you know,
i.e., give me money.
It's good to know that even if I work my ass off to the point where I'm getting sick and breaking, that it might not be enough. You know what I mean?
Getting sick with a common cold. I was comatose. Common cold. I was choking for 15 minutes.
My financial troubles with these taxes coming up in 2019.
Where is
that
it?
was a big step because I kept that secret from you guys all year, and you know, it sucks to have to share that with you, but you know, I have to tell you those things because I don't know what else to do at this point. You know, being real, I don't want to lose my house that I worked my ass off for so long, a house that we built our life in this year, and now things are amazing, and you know, I want to keep that positivity going, right? So, in regards to 2018, personal stuff. 2 thumbs up, good stuff. And we want to keep that personal stuff going in 2019 because it's been so good. Sorry I can't share a lot of it with you because of those negative, mentally challenged people who just want to fuck with me and ruin my life, but we have to keep it how it is, okay?
I want to keep my 2 houses, my 2 cars, my 2 internet lines, my 2 phones.
And Fall of Adam.
2.
Is talking about BS. Don't forget to periodically remind Kat that she's just part of your imagination, of course. Some people, that's what I mean.
Hey, Jesse Green.
I don't give information about Kat. She doesn't exist. She's fake. Someone actually told me last week. I'm sitting in Kat's office watching her play Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC because I didn't get it, so I'm watching her play it, and I'm about to take a picture of her playing the game. As I'm taking the picture, her screen fades to black during a cutscene. It's loading another cutscene. I take the picture, and it goes, takes the picture during the black screen. People start, oh, that's not a real picture. You photoshopped her in, and it's obviously a blank screen. She doesn't exist. I'm like,
oh my god, people had so much fun with those.
Think that she doesn't exist, or that she broke up with me. You people are fucking nuts. Like, that's just not logical thinking. It's not. It's insanity that you would just like fabricate shit like that just to create drama.
Let's see if I can find some of those.
It really does. Like, if that's you, oh, you know, I have this crazy conspiracy theory with my tinfoil hat on that Phil's girlfriend broke up with him. You know, go see a doctor. You need that help because it's that fucked up how that kind of thinking is fucked, man. Okay.
Well, he sure is defensive about it, isn't he?
All right, let's continue. So now,
oh come on.
Let's talk about let's now talk about professional side of stuff. Okay. Let's talk about how stuff went this year in regards to streaming.
Oh, guy, happened so long ago.
Let's also talk about things like Patreon, Teespring.
Patreon, give me money. Teespring, give me money. And then let's talk about giving me money.
Okay. Twitch streaming has been great. Twitch streaming in particular is on an up.
Damn it, where the hell is it?
It was a little bit tougher because if you remember,
because people were posting all kinds of shit on the screen, like, oh yeah, she's watching this, she's watching that.
On a Twitch stream.
And I can't find it annoying.
I was kind of the uncensored guy who could say whatever the hell he wanted. I mean, back in the day on YouTube, are you kidding me? The shit I used to say and do. And of course, over the years, I've matured. I've grown up.
You've not matured. You don't. Oh, another T-pose.
In my opinion, a much better person, a much better content creator. You don't come to my stream.
You have detracted Dante. All right, you know you're making it then.
To get everyone all riled up about drama. You come to my streams to see kind of a Joe average guy have fun with the game and give his honest opinions on it and hang out with me and interact with me and a cool, chill stream chat. As I said on my streams, the purpose of my streams now isn't necessarily to put out a fucking hilarious playthrough, but to just have a chill place to hang out and have fun. And yeah, we'll do fun playthroughs, but there'll be other opportunities to do.
I live rent free in George Sunday's head. It's hilarious.
Or JRPG.
Keeps referencing me.
The atmosphere, being relaxing. You escape from your real life. You come to my stream here.
Become part of his opening.
And have fun with me.
The one true guy from Pittsburgh, except no substitutes or idiot commentators on YouTube.
YouTube is the focus. It was just the gameplay was the focus and not anything else. So I wouldn't interact. I would play a game like Minecraft and be bored to tears because I wouldn't know what to do and I wouldn't interact with people to find out. You see what I mean? It's definitely been a different kind. It's definitely been a different kind of stream. You know, recently and just this last year. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of trolls in the stream chat, and this sucks because, you know, we had moderators earlier, now apparently there's no one here. And I apologize, guys, anyone who's here to actually enjoy the stream, and we're looking forward to these segments, and now we got a bunch of trolls being negative dicks in the stream chat. I can't moderate while I also do this segment. It's just going to distract me and derail me and get me all off topic.
Like he does every single time someone brings up anything.
So I apologize for that. I'll keep an eye on it, but, you know, we'll see what happens, okay? My apologies in advance for these people acting like jerks, okay? Okay, here we go.
OMG.
Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on. Like I told you, my laptop isn't even working right.
He's banning someone else again. Every time he leans over, he's banning someone. It's hilarious. Like, why would you lie about it? Just say, hey, there's a asshole in my chat. Ban. Like, why do you have to lie about it? It makes no sense. Hey, Clint.
Anyway. Anyway, continuing on. And by the way, if you ever see, guys, moderators, I see Swaggins is here now. If you ever see a situation where like someone's hacking, which could happen, contact Twitch staff, report that person, because you can report directly by writing a log to Twitch staff. Say I'm a moderator on a channel and looks like someone hacked or something, because we can't moderate them, and they should take care of that. Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Need me to stand up again? All
so
right. Check this out, Clint.
Let's now
From Dante Crisis' Teespring.
Sorry, I got distracted there. Streaming this year, in my opinion, is an all-time high. I'm having more fun on daily streams than I've ever had before making content. I'm not even kidding. Like, when I used to do YouTube offline, no streaming, it was more about me having fun playing a game or having fun with, like, Rambo or whoever I was doing co-op with. And it was like, if I'm having fun or if other people are having fun with me, then it makes a fun video that people want to watch on YouTube. When I started live streaming, it was weird because it was like...
Oh yeah, I like how he bitched at his mods like, hey mods, do your fucking jobs and ban everyone who doesn't praise me.
People watching live having fun. And I think a lot of times what happened was people felt disconnected because Phil's streaming, but he's not interacting with us. He's not paying any attention. And last year, I did adopt a kind of a full-time streamer kind of a deal mentality, but I took a lot of work for me to adjust to it and to basically make it so that I can do streams that are entertaining and fun. I don't get distracted by drama and negativity, and I try to keep that off the stream so that it's a more chill, relaxing place.
And then he bitches about it every single chance he gets.
From the feedback I'm getting, it seems to me that it's a good thing. Everyone's telling me the streams are better than ever. I love attending your streams. You know, they're great. It's a fun play. No matter what you're playing. That's the other thing, too. It used to be, if Phil's not playing a AAA game, that's new. If Phil's not playing Grand Theft Auto or Dark Souls or fighting...
If only, Dante, if only.
Whatever kind of games I want. And there will always be an audience to come by and hang out with me for said games. And even if it's a smaller audience, people are still to come by and they hang out. They're supportive. You know what I mean? And that's an awesome thing, where it used to always be the concern was if I'm not playing a game that's going to bring in the viewers right away, well, I can't play the game, right? But it was the complete opposite, like I told you guys. It seems to me, okay, that at least in regards to the streams, everything's good. So in my opinion, streams couldn't be better. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I hope you guys are enjoying what I do now. The variety of content I do, it's not just
enjoy what?
Now we have chill events like Minecraft and Battle Royale. We can do these kind of monthly stream events that are special events that are more interesting than just, say, just doing a normal playthrough. I'm loving all of it. And I seem to be, at least from, again, the feedback you guys are giving me, I'm way more open and receptive to change, to suggestions for change. You know, I've made things that have been dramatic improvements over the course of the year that people are telling me are really good. You see what I mean? So, hopefully, everything is good, okay? Hopefully, the streams stay at the level that they are. Now, I'll be honest, earlier this year, it was actually a problem because I was getting into trouble with Twitch for things that I was saying and doing on stream. You know, their new terms of service being very ambiguous, I'll be honest with all of you. Like, I got in trouble on Twitch for commenting on the physical appearance of someone's avatar who had insulted me on a stream, okay? Someone who came onto my stream and basically said that I was either a liar or a hypocrite or, you know, I was...
Then I shit on them and I got in trouble for it.
I don't, at this point, it was so long
which is
ago,
bullshit. That
said.
we had a guy, domestic violence, live on stream.
All right.
He's not banned.
And that got me into trouble on Twitch. It actually got me a suspension. And it's like, what? Like, to me, that's really stupid. You know what I mean? But I guess people are now so sensitive on the internet that you can't do that stuff. And it's a change.
They're so sensitive from the guy who leans over and goes, ban, 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 ban. Really? But they're the sensitive ones?
It's a better place because I think a lot of people were like, you know, sometimes Phil would insult other people or you know, get into this really defensive mode where he would attack and just be very negative and toxic. And we don't like that anymore. You know, that old ranting Phil who would insult and be that. We don't need that, right? We basically want to be a place where we can just be chill and don't have that drama. And with Twitch really enforcing their terms of service the way they did, okay, it changed the way that I put out content. And I stopped letting myself be overcome with the negativity or rage or anger or whatever. During gameplay, of course not. During a fighting game, if I'm angry at the online player or whatever, of course I'm going to rage. But you notice I wasn't saying some of the things I used to say about people anymore. And I think that's a good thing. I think it makes my streams better overall. And even though some people might say, oh, censorship, you know what? In the long run, that's stuff that maybe didn't add to anything anyway, and it just made people, it off-put certain people. It actually...
Yeah, off-put everyone that you banned because they said, hey, Phil, how about you don't crinkle the water bottle into the microphone? Burn! Like, seriously, you tell him to stop crinkling the water bottle into the microphone, he'll ban you for it. You tell him to stop snorting and burping into the microphone, he'll ban you. It's like, well, why don't you, I don't know, mute the microphone when you do that? Why don't you lean away from the microphone and do that? Instead of leaning into the microphone going, okay, guys, 1 second. Like, really?
With what Twitch wants as a full-time streamer, that's a great thing, okay? And, to be honest, profits-wise, Twitch is now my main source of income, which is what I wanted to do, okay? What I wanted to do is I wanted to make it so that everything else was supplemental, and Twitch was my main focus, and Twitch was my main source of income. I've done that, which is great. Now, the little
which
bit
is
of
great, give me money.
Here is that I'm still reliant on the other sources of income. I eventually, what I want to do long term is make it so that any money I make on YouTube or Patreon or Teespring is just icing on the cake supplemental income. Twitch is the focus, and Twitch is where I make enough money to pay all my bills and pay my taxes and do everything just from Twitch, okay? That's what I want ultimately, and that's why I focus solely on Twitch. You don't see me caring about edited content on YouTube or anything like that anymore, all right? So, that's the goal. I'm not there yet. I'm far from it, all right? Let's do a couple shout-outs. Then what I want to do
is
is
not a tumor.
Streaming and let you guys know
God,
some of the that I had. Okay. So, Mark Murphy did a 600-bit cheer. That makes him the top cheer of the day. He says, all the best for 2019. I hope it's a good one for you and Kat. Thank you very much, Mark Murphy. Let's get you up on the leaderboard there with that top cheer. 600 bits. And then Iconic Christian cheered and said, let's hope that in 2019 it's a positive year for you, Phil. There's toxic people who will come in and ruin the stream for you, but let's hope that it gets better for you and me.
I love that he took today off. Guys, I missed so many days live streaming. I missed so many days live streaming. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. By the way, I'm taking Thursday off. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how are you going to take another day off after... Oh, take a sip.
In regards to this year, all right, and in regards to... basically, in regards to streaming, there have been highs and lows this year. This year, I saw my best streaming month ever.
Someone hacked into Donald Trump's bank account, donate like $100,000 in tips to DSP, watch him immediately end the stream going, guys, I'm sick, quit.
Because the holidays had ended,
and then have the IRS, have the Secret Service come after him.
Around April, May, June, those 3 months, things were on a big upward trend. And at that point, keep in mind, I was still with my partnership network on YouTube.
No, don't point out that, like, the hairline goes from, like, here to here.
To get other opportunities, which we'll talk about later on in this segment.
And, of course, the bald spot in his hair looks exactly the same. And I love that he had to take off an entire day of streaming to go get his hair cut.
I'll be honest, during the summer months, it was amazing. Like, during the summer months, there wasn't a lot going on, okay? At all.
Okay.
And during the summer months, I was still playing downtime games that normally wouldn't bring in a lot of viewers, but people were coming and watching, people were contributing, things were great. That's good, because typically what would happen for me as a content creator is during the summer months, there's no new games. That means my viewership's way down, my profit's way down. Now I'm screwed over, and I depend on the last 3-4 months of the year to make up for it. It was kind of the opposite this year. During the summer months, people were coming in and suggesting downtime games like Simpsons Hit and Run and stuff like that. And I was playing them and challenging myself to beat them, okay, which I did. I didn't quit on these games. I played them. I even went back to other games like Persona 3, Scarface. Went back and beat some of these games that previously had beaten my ass. And I went back and beat them, and people loved it. Replaying games like...
Well, how about you do that? How about you go back to games that you quit or never beat and just do that for a few months?
This summer, I was like, if we could keep this up, right, things will be going amazingly good. Like, I couldn't complain. Things are going so good. And then, in regards to streaming... Sadly, what ended up happening, okay, what really ended up happening here
was fucked me.
Is that we had someone named
Ha! Called it.
Who came in and derailed the way that the streams were going because he wanted to be the center of attention. He wanted to come in and drop sub bombs, and he wanted to drop cheer bombs, and he wanted to drop tips, and he wanted, whenever he was on stream, to make the stream all about him. In fact, if he wasn't getting attention for his contributions, he would get upset, and he would start arguing with stream chatters, and he would start arguing with the moderators, and he would start basically...
That's not at all what happened.
That people would kind of be like, well, I guess we just got to kind of put up with it.
That's not at all what happened. He'd show up, take all the attention away from Swaggins. Swaggins would throw a fit, leave, come back a few minutes later when Twitch support showed up, and throw another fit. Him and Sidella went after
with
Tutankhamun
YouTube.
attacked
That's why my
him,
YouTube channel couldn't have ads
so he
for
left.
Like there was so much
Because he
shit happening.
kept getting attacked by your mods and your fans.
Financially, that without Tutankhamen's, contributions, I don't know what would have happened. But the short-term aid that he gave me, it was only about a month and a half, 2 months tops that he was being supportive, ended up long-term hurting me.
Yeah, didn't he only beat Persona 3 because chat told him where to get the anti-charm stuff? Which he could have looked up on his own. Like, why didn't you Google anti-charm shit? Instead of waiting for your chat to tell you, live on stream.
Dropping sub bombs or whatever, you know what I mean? Or cheering constantly or whatever. We don't want to do that. So it would basically turn it into a negative thing. And that's basically what it was a situation where I lost the ongoing long-term support of certain people in exchange for short-term support from a certain guy who got me through a bad time, but then ended up...
Yeah, everyone's stuff is already going to be thrown on the bus. You already know that.
Nasty emails about how he hates me and he wants his money back and shit, and I'm like, I don't know anything about this. I never talked or insulted to the guy directly on a stream. I was not involved in any kind of negativity with the guy whatsoever. All of a sudden, he says, I'm a villain, I hate you, I want my money back. It's obvious this guy was plotting...
Tyrone!
He had something wrong with him, probably didn't like me, and thought, oh, I'll trick Phil, I'll make him think I'm really going to be like his savior, and then I'm going to fuck him in the long run. In reality, he screwed himself over because I kept all of it. I mean, I don't know what he thought was going to happen. When you do cheering and subbing on Twitch, it's non-refundable. It doesn't matter what he claims because he claimed he got it all back on his credit card. That's a blatant lie. I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, from my personal experience with credit cards, here's how it works. If you have a credit card charge and you contact your credit card
Ooh, this could be good.
and you dispute the charge, okay, they're going to ask you, why are you disputing it? Now, you have a few things you can say. You can either say, my card was lost or stolen, in which case you have to document and prove it. You can't just say that and then they write it off, okay? Or you can say, well, I didn't authorize that charge. Somehow they got my information. Or you can say, I didn't agree to pay that. I agreed a certain amount and they overcharged me or whatever. Those are basically...
I've found that banks and or credit card companies are very quick to go, all right, it was like 12 bucks here, just whatever. Although, with my bank, I've been called like, I don't recognize the number. Hello, that's for Third Bank. Did you charge $17 in Denver? No. All right, card's canceled. We'll send you a new one. Like, oh, damn, that was quick. Like, it happened. No, a few minutes later, they're calling me like, hey, did you do this? No. Or another time, it was around Christmas. I bought a bunch of gift cards. It's almost like $500 worth of gift cards. I am leaving the store. I'm not even to my car. I'm not even to my car yet. I am exiting the store, walking across the parking lot to my car. Oh, phone's going up. Hello, this is your bank. Did you just charge this much money on gift cards at this place? Like, yes, I did. Okay, well, unblock your card. Like, that's how good my bank is. That they're on it immediately. I don't pay anything extra for it. It's just what they do. I love it. But I've times like that $17,000 in Denver, like, all right, cancel the card, send you a new one, that'll be charged back and all that. Like, they've been very good about going, yeah, all right, whatever. We're a billion-dollar industry. We don't care about this little bit of that. They're not gonna spend hours and spend thousands of dollars investigating this shit. Does he really think, all right, guys, we have 1,000 private eyes on the retainer ready to go at a moment's notice? Someone says he got charged $120 that he didn't mean to spend. Do we give him back the $120, or do we spend thousands on our private investigators to figure out what really happened? No, they're just gonna go, fuck it, here's the $120 back, whatever. We're canceling your card and sending you a new one.
These are the three things you can do, okay? The credit card company then does what's called an investigation. They don't just grant you your money back magically, which is apparently what this Tutankhamun guy is telling everyone they did. They didn't. He's a fucking idiot liar. What they do is they launch an investigation that takes weeks. And what they'll do is they'll actually contact...
It's never taken weeks. It's been minutes.
They contact the retailer or company or whoever the hell that payment's with and get information from them. Well, what was this for? Do you have receipts? Do you have evidence of anything? Okay? I'll give you a perfect example. When I first moved here, I bought a bunch of furniture for the house. The salesman who sold me the furniture lied to me and told me it was going to be a total price for all the furniture. I signed a receipt saying that's what it was. He billed me for it on my credit card. Then 3 months later, I received another bill for another piece of furniture that I had delivered in the meantime, but he had told me I'd already paid for it when in reality I didn't. I contacted my credit card.
Are you sure he wasn't charging you for the extra delivery?
They did the research and said, well,
I dropped it.
Sad face. Accept the furniture? I said, yes, I did, but I never agreed to pay. They said, well, since you accepted the furniture, you basically have to pay for it. If you don't agree on the price, you got to go argue with that company. So I would have had to go back to the store and basically argue with the store manager that the salesman did a terrible job, probably get the guy fired in order to get my money back for that.
No, that would never happen.
So I didn't bother with it at the time. I mean, at that point, it was what? 4.5 years ago, I wasn't going to go get into a giant fucking argument in the middle of a store for no guarantee of any kind of a payback for it, okay? But in general, the credit card company research, we're not going to give you your money back. There's no fraud here. With no evidence, a credit card company will never give you your money back. Now, I'll give you an example of a time when I did get my money back.
Hey, Earl.
I'd gone on a trip. It was one of those conventions that I had gone to with John Rambo.
3 days to figure out what's going on when a waitress used my card to buy some shoes. Let's get some shoes.
Printout at the airport. When I got back home from this trip 2 weeks later, there were charges in
3 days,
Florida
sheesh.
while I was in Connecticut. So I was at a store in Connecticut buying food, and then the same day, someone in Florida charged to the same card a resort fee because they were at a hotel. Huh? How's that? How could I be in Connecticut and Florida at the same time? So I called my credit card company and said, this obviously isn't me. Okay, that is concrete evidence. We're going to give you your money back. And they gave it to me. Okay? So Mr. Tutankhamun, all right, is a complete dog-faced liar. Everything he's ever
And how would you know that he
said
didn't get his money back? Could have very well been a case of the credit card company going, all right, here's your money back, while Twitch going, all right, DSP gets to keep the money.
Everyone should have been able to keep at least. In regards to the tips, he tried to charge me back for over $1,000 in tips. I got them all. I went to PayPal. I explained the situation. I said I have hard evidence. I have emails that I've talked with this guy. I could show you stream logs of where he's been. I could show you all this evidence. And they said, we don't even need that. So, we believe you. And I kept the money. So no matter what he says, he's a fucking liar. And the good news is I made out in that situation. But sadly, long term, it screwed me over because here's what happened. For the months of August and September, all right, I've had enough of this guy too, another idiot. Get out of my stream chat. For the months of August and September,
lean over, ban.
This guy came in and was being positive and contributing or whatever, even though he was kind of trying to take over the streams and make it all about him. He was being very, very positive. So he basically went away, turned on me in late September, early October, said he hated my guts, and tried to get all his money back. But what happened was, now people were like, well, Phil's got all this money or whatever, and he's good. So they stopped contributing on streams. They stopped turning up to streams. And October, a month when I was playing the most new games of the year in 1 month, a month when I should have, by all logic, more viewers on the streams, probably more contribution, more everything, was the slowest month of 2018. Can you believe that? The slowest month was the busiest month. The month that I streamed more, was playing more new games.
No, he didn't.
More money on games than any
They've
other
already
month,
covered this, that he did not stream more that month.
Because this guy completely derailed all of my momentum.
That'd be hilarious if he actually asked for breast reduction surgery.
So, it sucks. Okay?
We don't need no education.
I had positive, great momentum going, and because of this one guy who, in the short term, did help me out, but in the long term screwed me over, everything got derailed. All right? Now, what I can tell you is that in November, I did slightly better. This month, December, even outside of the person who was very generous, who we'll talk about in a moment, Emerald 7, excuse me, who dropped those sub.
I was about to say, Emerald 7.
Him, this month
Guy gave you
a great month, okay?
thousands of dollars. You might want to take the time to remember his name.
This might have ended up being overall the best month of the year on Twitch. The problem is I couldn't tell you that because I didn't stream for a week. So now it's kind of like not the best month because there's no way it could be because I didn't work for a week and it screwed me over in that regard when it came to income. But this month was a good month, okay? So that's good. And what I'm hoping is coming up in January, we're going to have some downtime playthroughs, like I said, either Grand Theft Auto 3 or Dark Souls Remastered, paired in with the new games like Ace Combat, paired in with the bigger new games at the end of the month like Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts.
I'm here.
I'm hoping we can keep that going.
We're in Dante's new stuff.
Tons of new games, which is we're going to talk about in a few.
Yeah, roughly $12,000 in subs.
So I think 2019 is going to be a great year, and as long as we can.
And he is number 1 in Tier 3. He is number 1 on Twitch in Tier 3 subs.
The problem is,
it's not good enough though.
Put a big damper on things in October because that happened. Okay. And that being said, financially, that's kind of why I'm in the situation I'm in. I'm going to explain other things like YouTube and other stuff behind the scenes in just a moment. But if I had kept consistently doing as well as I was doing on Twitch every month, I would have been good. But because I had basically a 2-month stagger, October, November, now I'm getting, for this month and next month, I'm getting like way less money than I need to even pay my bills. And, there are a bunch of bills that overdrafted my account this month that now, that was like hundreds and hundreds of dollars that I needed that was gone because of overdraft fees and stuff. Now I don't get paid by Twitch again until the 15th. And
which means you got paid on the last 15th. I love that. I don't get paid until the 15th. Well, that means you got paid on the last 15th. So where'd that money go, Jackwagon?
Okay, except finally getting to a month where I make enough to cover everything so I don't have this overlap every month where everything gets fucked over, okay? Now, let me talk a little bit about YouTube because YouTube was really screwed up this year, all right? We started off the year decent. The first few months of the year were terrible with YouTube. I say like January, February, March, meh, really bad, slow, not a lot of income, no ads on YouTube. It's par for the course. Every year it's like this. But then it started to pick up again during the year. Keep in mind, I had this partnership with Curse. So I knew I was getting the best advertisements possible because Curse is a network, partnership network on YouTube that gives you the best ads, basically. Okay, I was able
When
to
you
do
fuck
every
that
kind of
up.
advertisement possible,
Like, you
including
fuck everything
the
up.
non-skippable video ads and stuff that pay out the most on YouTube, and it was benefiting me in a big way. Okay,
In a big way, dude. But it's just an
With that being
archive.
said,
Damn.
what ended up happening this year on YouTube was awful. First of all, in the month of June, if you guys remember, my channel disappeared for like 3 days. Why? Because YouTube fucked up, and behind the scenes, years ago, YouTube forced every YouTube channel to be also linked to a Google Plus account. Google Plus was YouTube's very sorry attempt to do Facebook. It failed miserably. No one cared about it. No one wanted it. It was absolutely
You haven't pre-ordered Big Chungus? You don't know what you're missing out on,
So
dude.
the social network no one ever used, and by the way, they're basically closing it, and they're not going to be using it much anymore, if at all, okay? That being said, DSP Gaming, my YouTube channel, was linked to this fucking account. Well, guess what? For some reason, it identified me uploading legitimate gameplay videos to my channel as spam on the social network account. They suspended the social network account.
It detected it as spam because you were literally posting every single Street Fighter matchup individually. You weren't doing 10 minutes or 15, whatever. No, you're doing, this match took 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Upload. This match took 2 minutes 19 seconds. Upload. And you uploaded over 100 videos like this. Over 100 videos like this. Think maybe uploading 100 videos like that in a day might be considered spam.
Talk about that publicly because they never do. They never admit fault. So after that debacle was cleared up, okay, I get contacted by my partnership network.
Yeah, it was
in June, late June,
just
to tell me
nuts.
basically we're probably gonna have to get rid of your partnership, and you know it sucks because we like you. We know you as a content creator. We know who you are. We know you've been a content creator for 10 years. We know you don't violate any of YouTube's terms of service.
Right, yeah, they totally told him he did everything right. He did nothing wrong. He did everything correct. That's exactly what this company told him.
YouTube now has new policies that they're instituting with partnership networks where they're forcing us to make sure that people we have in our network don't abuse YouTube's rules, and even to the point where like there's a new system where you have to log that if someone gets a report against them, that you actually, as the network, did the research to make sure they didn't legitimately violate any YouTube's rules or whatever. And if networks didn't do this to do due diligence to make sure that their partners weren't violating YouTube's rules, they would be held accountable. And basically trolls, yes, these same shitheads who constantly...
Yep, one's about spam. He uploaded about 100 videos in a single day, which triggered off their spam warning.
Flagged the shit out of
Can't imagine that.
This year, with all false reports. I mean, I can't even imagine what they said. The guy who I talked to from Curse basically said it was a wide variety of bullshit. He's like, every single time we got a flood of reports against you, we looked into it and not a single one was legit. He said, if they were, we would have told you. But it sucks because we're getting floods of reports against your channel that we can't handle the capacity. Like, he was actually telling me, all right? He was actually telling me
that you did nothing wrong. You did everything correct.
Sadly, like in 1 week, there was hundreds of false reports, which one person spent their entire fucking week at Curse researching and saying false, 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 to the point where the management.
Oh, I love Facebook.
You know, Phil's
all
done
the
nothing
fake
wrong, but there's no way
friend requests I get
that YouTube's now holding us to, that we could have the capacity to handle this amount of false reporting against him, and they had to let me go for my partnership. Okay, so. This all happening around, you know, behind the scenes June, July. I lost my partnership in July, okay, with them. YouTube fucks
everyone
okay?
Lost their
YouTube
partnership in July.
Completely.
Everyone got dropped.
And
why is he...
basically makes it.
Oh my god.
So now I can't have ads on my channel at all.
No wonder he has back problems. He can't fucking sit still.
Google Plus account that had fucked over DSP Gaming. Now there's a mistake behind the scenes. All right.
It was a mistake. You had multiple AdSense accounts because you kept getting them banned.
Which was, and by the way, again, I'm going to say this, guys, don't believe any of the bullshit people say about AdSense and me in the past. The bottom line is, I have a valid AdSense account. I've had a valid AdSense account for over 5+ years. It's perfectly fine to run ads on and put on any YouTube channel I want. There's nothing. It's in good standing with YouTube. It's not in any violation of YouTube's terms of service. It's 100% kosher and fine. Don't believe any of the nonsense that people make up about it. It's fine.
Except you're the one who said on a live stream that you had multiple AdSense accounts because you kept getting banned.
That account saying that I had invalid click activity, which was actually impossible because the account wasn't linked to anything. It was Curse's ads that were running on my channel. There was no way that my YouTube channel could have had false click activity against another AdSense account because it wasn't being used. So someone at YouTube was a lazy fuck. I should take that back. Someone at Google was a lazy fuck because this was Google employees who fucked this up, not YouTube. And instead of doing it right and saying, oh, well, this guy's already with a partnership network, so freeze that account because it's not valid or not active, instead flagged it for the wrong reason. And it took me over 3 fucking weeks to get them to unfreeze it.
Wah.
So
Mind you, the entire time he was
3
making money
days,
on
my
KO
channel was
Gaming.
down in June because YouTube fucked up behind the scenes with Google AdSense.
No, because
Then
you messed up by
I
having
used my
multiple
other
AdSense accounts because you kept
to
getting them banned.
less money on YouTube. Then Google fucks up behind the scenes and flags my channel incorrectly and makes it so I can't even get ads for over 3 weeks. So between all that, I lost.
But you got ads on KO Gaming with a different AdSense account. Because you have multiple AdSense accounts.
Completely fucked me over. So that's why I'm telling you, with the streaming side of things with Tutankhamun, that was kind of a godsend, because if Tutankhamun hadn't showed up, all right, then basically I wouldn't have been able to make up for that. Basically, all that money, and it's hilarious because this is what people say, the negative people. Well, Phil made so much money in the summer, there's no way he could possibly have any financial problems. Wrong. The money I made in the summer, extra from Tutankhamun, was enough to make up for the fact that I was making no money on YouTube for such an extended period of time. And by the way, I should bring this up, even when the ads came back on YouTube, they're nowhere near as good as they used to be. I was making a certain level of income on YouTube every month, and now it's way less because I'm not with the partnership network anymore. So, and it's gone for good. There's nothing I can do about that. So I made just enough money from Tutankhamun to make up for the month of no ad revenue on YouTube at all, and kind of start to make up for the fact that the ad revenue's been lower ever since this all happened to me in the summer.
Damn it, I was trying to find that DSP face reveal video. Because
Google,
during that video
and
where he
fuck
says,
with
guys,
me.
click on
It's
the
had
ads,
nothing to
click
do
on
with
the ads,
content I
please,
put out,
click on
nothing to do
the
with quality of streaming
ads.
videos. It was
Which
all
violates the rules, was
people
why he got his
fucking
first account banned.
Okay?
Can't find it, though.
That's fucking frustrating. All right? And that's one of the major reasons why right now financially I'm in the situation I'm in. All right? In
Listen to
addition
me.
that,
Read.
you guys know, Patreon, right? Patreon has always been a source of income for me, a supportive source of income, where every month people pledge to my Patreon.
Can you imagine if we had a
That's
self-awareness
official
gun?
income
You could just go up and
perks
shoot
and
random
perks through
people.
Patreon. Well, last year when I became
Like,
a
how much better
full-time
would the
streamer
world
like
be
I
if,
am
like,
now, I
oh, I am now
listened to
suddenly
your feedback.
self-aware.
You guys told me, don't have Patreon goals anymore. They don't make sense. Instead, what you should do is you should have goals based off of sub count on Twitch. That's what everyone else does on Twitch who's a full-time streamer. Yes, they may have other things that are Patreon related that have nothing to do with their streams, but you should, if you're going to do really, hanker down, okay, and if you're going to do full-time streaming, you got to make everything based off streaming. So I did. Absolutely, I did. And I'll be honest, yes, streaming's been up, but Patreon has done this all year.
We have not gotten to the parents are dying, give me money.
I should go contribute on stream because I could get a shout out during the stream. I could contribute to have a monthly goal happen. And
hey, Drop Check.
Patreon's going down. So Twitch is going up, YouTube's going down, Patreon's going down. See, Teespring, honestly, is a non-factor this year. My Teespring store, I barely sold anything. I doubt I sold 50 items all year, and that's not an exaggeration. Probably the best month I had was
here it
I
is.
launched one of my lines of product. I probably sold 10 items, but I doubt I sold 50 products this year. I only make about, on average, I think $3 to $7 profit per product. So you're maybe talking, maybe I made
All right, found the video. It's in the very first part of it where it says, click on the Anyways.
Hello everyone, DSP here. Bet you're probably shocked that we're finally meeting face to face, although you kind of look like my camera, which is a little odd. But anyway, just kind of wanted to throw this out there. I know.
Holy shit, that was actually pretty good. That was actually a pretty funny line right there. It's like, it's hard to remember, like, no, he used to be people. He used to be a person, then he turned into a pig roach. Like watching the old road trip video with him and Howard and Rambo. It's like, if you hadn't told me that was the pig roach, I never would have believed it, because he just sounds and acts so human.
Thousands of people have been freaking out. What does DSP look like? Why does he not show his face? Well, first of all, you're all fags, just so you know. But the reason I haven't shown my face is because when I started this whole thing with YouTube, I didn't, think that it was going to blow up like it has. I didn't think that I was going to have 18,000 subscribers and 19 million channel views within like 7 months. I just thought it was a fun thing to do.
Nice.
New Street Fighter 4 was coming out. I actually was one of the first people in the country to play Street Fighter 4 because they got it at Tokyo Game Action, which is an arcade that used to be in Rhode Island. Unfortunately, they've closed down now. And I just kind of wanted to throw it out there and get people interested. And next thing you know, my channel was just blowing up. And another thing that a lot of people.
Oh shit! I know. Duh. Let's do. Oh, I'm gonna have to add a second one, aren't I? Which one do I need? I need window capture. Ah, here it is. Found it. Yay! I know what I'm doing, I swear.
People ask me is why do I do what I do? Why do I make so many gameplay videos? And how do I have the time to do it? How do I have the money to do it? Well, it's a combination of two things. First of all, for the first time in a long time, I actually have a steady job that I fairly like.
And I still want to watch his vacation videos.
Recently.
Where he just
as you know, as you can see here,
blows
I am
as
in
much
my
money
new
as
condo,
possible.
so obviously it pays me pretty decently that I can afford this place. But besides that, I do have a back injury. I have mentioned it before in the channel comments. I've mentioned it in a couple videos, but this is pretty much probably going to be the highest rated video ever on my channel, just because I'm showing my face. So I might as well just, kind of get some of the basics down.
Because he makes them too much money.
I don't know how I hurt my back. I have a severely herniated disc in my lower back, and really there's no explanation. It's not like I fell. It's not like I was in a car accident or I was lifting some heavy shit and I'm like, oh, and nothing like that. Just, it happened.
I love my green screen. My green screen is the best.
When I stand up for longer periods of time, when I drive a car on the highway for more than just a couple seconds actually, or when I drive long distances at slower speeds. In addition to that, obviously I can't do anything like dance or do any kind of strenuous physical activity like sports or anything like that. Just very basic stuff.
You sit on your ass all day. You can't do anything physical.
Last fall, I tried to figure out what am I going to do with my time, because I can't go out much anymore. And so I decided to play video games. I mean, I love video games. I played them since I was a kid. My first game console was the Atari 7800, which I loved, and I've been playing them ever since. Now, admittedly, I have not been playing them as hardcore as I am now. It's always just been like a casual thing. I grab a game here or there that I like, and of course, I play every Street Fighter game.
Yeah, notice how he's sitting still. It's amazing.
I decided, hey, why not? I see a lot of people doing it online.
And then he moves a little bit there.
Rather than me just sit here and play the games by myself, why not share it with people, and be, fun with the games and make jokes and do commentary and do something that other people aren't doing. Everyone else does playthroughs, and what do? They just fucking play the game. Well, I don't care. I don't want to see someone just playing the game. I want to hear what you think about the game. Is this a shitty game? Is this a game that's interesting to you? Would you recommend that other people buy this game? Or,
it's amazing to see like how he was so human back then.
Websites and all these schlubs have been fucking paid off by these game companies, and you can tell when you get a game like Little Big Planet. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hateful comments for that one. But a pretty average game overall that got these amazing glowing reviews about how you can make your own levels and all this shit. And when it comes down to it, the game's 6 hours long. The level maker isn't that good. And pretty much you're bored with the game after one playthrough. I mean, the average gamer did not enjoy that game. And I tried to portray that in my playthrough of that game, and hopefully a lot of people are watching my
playthrough Adam,
because they understand that I am very honest with what I do. So that's
like, subscribe, give me money, or
GTFO. I love the games, and I hope to keep up with them. So what's up with me? Well, let's see. Well, today I actually got my first condo bill, my first bill from the mortgage company, and yeah, I almost shit my pants, I have to admit. It was pretty fucking huge, and now realizing that I actually have to pay that amount every single month until I sell this condo eventually, a little bit scary.
Holy shit, he was actually planning on selling the condo one day. Yay!
It's worth it. This fucking place is awesome. My own place, what you're going to get to finally see is I'm going to get to do videos like
snorting,
this one where, I have my own
throat clearing.
I don't have roommates, there's no parents around. I can just fucking do whatever I want and film whatever I want and use this space to my advantage.
Hey, Razor Dog.
Eventually it is going to come to my advantage. Do I only plan on doing video game playthroughs in the future? The answer is no.
T-pose.
I've done a lot, obviously, and I do want to plan to continue to do those. However, I don't want to make it so that every day I come home from work or from school and I feel obligated to make videos that day. I know a lot of you have been hooked on the videos, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate, the viewer base.
And he's so easily triggered, reviews trigger him.
To view me, but I don't want to just play video games. I want to do other stuff. I want to travel. I don't know if you've checked out my alternate channel, The King of Hate HD, yet. But, I went on a trip to Chicago, and I took videos there. I go to different places.
Philadelphia.
And, joystick tutorials, because that's something I'm interested in. I got a bunch of modded sticks actually under my coffee table here that I'm sure you'll see eventually.
Like that's a good idea, showing off different sticks and all that. Like,
I want to go to
he had good ideas.
Comic-Con. I want to do this stuff and make videos and give you my honest reactions to stuff that's going on, because I think not only would it be interesting, it would be pretty funny, and a lot of people ask for that kind of stuff. They say, we like the games you play, but we don't necessarily want to always see you playing games. You're ever going to do anything else? And who knows? Maybe I'll do movie reviews.
I love having my own place, but I'm never naked.
The
always have socks on.
endless.
Always.
And that is the cool thing about YouTube, that you can kind of throw anything out there and you get that massive viewer base. Please do check out my partner channel. It's The King of Hate HD. This video I'll be posting on both the Dark Side Phil, which is the game playthrough channel, and the King of Hate HD channel, so that everyone gets exposed and everyone kind of gets a little primer of what I'm doing here, why I do it, and a little bit of information about me. To answer the question everyone asks, no, I don't record straight from the feed. I have a digital camera.
Yeah, if you had
right
stayed
now.
a
It's
person
Sony
and not a
digital
pig
camera.
roach, you would have been
Details on
great.
what the camera is. Go to my Dark Side Phil channel. Everything's on
I
the
know,
left-hand
Jackal. He
side.
used to be
If you ever
so
possibly wanna
human.
fucking ask me. I don't understand why people just can't read, but hopefully now throwing this video out there, people will actually go there rather than ask me silly questions. So anyway, thanks for viewing. Thanks for subscribing.
Always have my socks
if this
on.
is the first time, you know.
I don't like
seeing
feet
this,
at
I hope
all.
that this kind of explains what I do. I want to do a lot of different things. I want to do some collaborative reviews, actually. I have a lot of funny friends who I think, you know, it would be beneficial to have them come over when I'm playing the games to kind of give their takes, or maybe even take turns playing a game, or if there's a multiplayer game where we can play, like maybe Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. That might be a great idea.
I'm taking
to have
it so
a bunch of us
serious.
playing it together rather than me just playing it by myself or with people online. But I don't know yet. You know, I haven't decided. It's something to mull over. So, oh, one more thing.
Let me just
All you
send you some
idiots
picture
saying
of
that I'm a
furniture.
morbidly
What's
obese,
this?
what are you,
Moving
fucking
into your
stupid?
DMs.
No, I mean, I got a chubby face. I always have since I was a kid, but I'm not morbidly obese. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, you guys, that asshole who made some joke about me looking like a Rufus.
I know, no snorts,
Really,
no
some of the
throat
internet people
clearing.
just need to get lives.
No water bottles in the
You
microphone.
know, you gotta deal with that when you get viewership like I do, so it's cool. People like to make jokes. People like to make fun. You have to understand that what I do, especially my Street Fighter 4 game matches, is it's all for fun. It's all a joke. It's not always 100% ultimately fucking serious. I'm kind of playing for the camera because people like that. It's funny to make jokes, to complain about a joystick, to say there's lag when sometimes there isn't, sometimes there isn't, or whether you can see it or not. That's just funny. You know, it's just me sitting there playing a game.
Yes, very not
wow,
kind.
what's so fucking interesting about that? But me adding funny comments, jokes, things like that, ridiculous things that I just say out of nowhere, that's where the fun comes from. So I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone. I hope to entertain you in the future. Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money back.
There it was. Let's go back real quick. Let's slow that down.
Jokes, things like that, ridiculous things that I just say out of nowhere, that's where the fun comes from. So I just want to say thanks a lot to everyone.
Wait for it.
I hope to entertain you in the future. Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the videos there, because hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money back for what I'm doing. I mean, it's
Okay, that's enough of that video. But there we go. Click on the ads. Click on the ads, aka give me money.
A couple $100 this year on Teespring, so it's completely superfluous. If anything, Teespring merch is more of a fan service to you guys who want a nice collectible like 10 years of Dark Side Phil to wear because you like my content, and really doesn't help me at all income-wise, okay? Now,
Oh wait, take a sip.
that's business-wise how things are going. Now I got to tell you about some shitty stuff that happened to me financially this year, okay? This really sucks, because this is honestly one of the major reasons why why things are messed up, okay? Here's why. This year, my debt, which I wanted to pay down, didn't get paid down because of all the shit I just told you about. If I didn't have giant hits to my Patreon, giant hit to my YouTube income, and if my Twitch income had been going up the way it were, and no one fucked with me, and I had nice opportunities. For example, I had an opportunity earlier this year to have a chair sponsorship. And no, I'm not talking about the chair sponsorship from a company that everyone says was a scam. I'm talking about the legitimate chair sponsorship that I lost overnight because a bunch of trolls attacked the fuck out of me on their social media, and they said, we don't want any association with this guy since he has all these people who follow him around. I'm talking about the fact that I can't do sponsored streams on Twitch anymore because the two that I did, the trolls went after the companies who made those games and spammed the fuck out of them and said, you don't want, Phil's a pedophile and Phil's a racist and Phil's a thief and Phil's this and Phil's that. And those companies, regardless of the fact if they actually believe those people, don't want to be associated with that. If they're going to do a sponsored stream for their game, they want someone who's not going to bring negativity. I don't bring the negativity.
You are the negativity.
False flag my YouTube channel, who attack my fucking family members and do all this shit. They're the ones doing it. I have nothing to fucking do with it. I just sit here and play games all day. I don't know who these people are, what the fuck they're
Do it,
making
Carmichael.
are. They have done this to me this year. Okay? So I actually had a ton of opportunities this year, okay, to do good stuff. Chair sponsorship. I actually had a bunch of other sponsorships. I'm not even going to tell you guys from behind the scenes.
Had a bunch of other sponsorships from behind the scenes.
That basically all fell through. And that was all money in my pocket I could have easily made that other streamers are making. I can't make because these fuckers do this sick shit to me, okay? So not only did I take a hit when it came to my YouTube, a hit when it came to my Patreon, okay, I couldn't get the sponsorship opportunities that I definitely could have taken advantage of to do well. All right.
Yeah, he did watch the video, but he made sure to
financially,
not watch the part of him saying click on the ads, because obviously he always says, I never said that. That never happened. Detractors, dude.
All right. There's a few things going on right now in the American economy that many of you
even though all it took was a couple minutes of looking for it.
Basically, the economy is fucked again. Even though everyone says it's good, it's not. The Fed, which is the Federal Reserve, this is the governing body
stopped him before he did that.
With the finances of our country, has raised interest rates 3 or more times. I haven't even updated, but I know at least 3 times in the last fucking year. So that means any debt that I have, for example, credit card debt or a loan.
And yet none of that has ever affected me. Amazing how that works.
So even though I'm paying down, interest rate goes up, I owe more. And now my payments, I'm not even kidding you. On all my credit card debt this year, last year, 2017, by the end of the year, I had it under control. It was, I could afford all of it on a monthly basis. I was doing my payments. I could afford everything. No problems. I didn't have any overdrafts. Everything was good. Then all of a sudden, 2018 hits. Oh, your credit card payments are doubling.
Because you're an idiot.
Why? Oh, because the Fed raised the interest rate 3 times in the last year, so we have to adjust for that, and we expect they're going to do it again. So all your credit card payments are now doubled. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know, exaggerating or like Chicken Little, the sky is falling. I have a lot of credit card debt, and my debts on a monthly basis went from this much of how much I pay a month to this much. So this was hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month that I was using to do things like pay my taxes that I don't have anymore because they doubled my payments because the interest rates went up on everything. Okay? It completely fucked me over. The only people who this benefits are people who have a ton of money in savings, which is no one. No one in America has a lot of money in savings besides the fucking rich. Everyone else has gotten fucked over by having interest rates go up.
I had a lot of money in my savings account, then I got a house.
I got totally screwed. In addition, you know, there were things that I did over the years that I was hoping I wouldn't be in the financial position I'm in right now. So I'll give you an example. Years ago, I racked up my credit cards when I first moved out here to furnish the house. And then, as you guys know, so many things happened over the years with trolling in 2015, the adpocalypse last year. I basically had to keep racking up my fucking credit cards, which I didn't want to do. But what I would do is I would use a credit card that has like the promotional rate of 0% for a year and a half. Then when that expired, I would transfer it to another credit card that had a promotional rate for a year and a half.
Which was fucking stupid. It's at a 1.25 speed.
So credit cards that I was paying 0% interest on now went to 15% interest, and my credit card payment doubled again. So not only did the feds raise the interest rate, all my interest went up again, compounded. So I was at a good level, but because people will not stop fucking with me, all right? They fuck over my opportunities for sponsorship. They fuck over my YouTube channel, my YouTube ad revenue. They try to fuck me on Twitch and get me banned. They try to fuck me every which way possible. I keep losing money, and because of that, I can't keep up with all the obligations that I have, all right? Now, what I was hoping for this year.
What I was hoping for this year was for you guys to give me more money. But yeah, interest rates don't matter if you pay off your credit card. I have one credit card that gives me 2% cash back on gas. 1% gives me cash back on everything. With like, oh, for these 3 months, 5% cash back at grocery stores. This 3 months, 5% cash back at restaurants. So forth. So guess what? I put everything from the grocery store on a credit card that gives me 1%, sometimes 5% cash back. Put all my gas on the credit card that gives me 2% cash back. Phone bill, electric, cable. That goes on the one credit card that gives me 1% cash back. Then you know what to do? You know what I do? I pay it off every single month. I've not paid a single penny in interest on any credit card in years. I might have probably had over a dozen credit cards over the years. So be like, oh, you're getting this TV? Well, you can get 10% off if you apply for a credit card and get accepted. My credit score is amazing. I can get accepted. Oh, you did. You have 6 months interest free. All right. 5 months, pay minimum interest or minimum payments. Then 6 months, pay it off. Like, because I had the money to buy the TVs. Is I'll take 10% off plus paid off in 6 months. Sure, why not? For 0% interest. My washer dryer. I was at Lowe's. It's like, oh, hey, if you apply for the Lowe's card, you'll get 10% off. Even with just buying a house. My credit score is still good enough. I'm like, yeah, I'll apply. I'll get it. Sure enough, I did. Get 10% off. Very next month, pay it off because I had the money for it already. It's just, all right, I'll take 10% off. Why not? Well, Dante, if you want to join me in the talk show, that'd be great. I had to get a Discord going. Yeah, my interest rate when I got my house for a 30-year mortgage was 4%. With 0 down payment. My friend, a year later, put down 20%, and he pays like 4.25%. It's like, I just caught at the right time, and also pay more than what you owe, especially for something like a mortgage. Already with what I'm paying, I've done their calculator. I'll be paying my house off 10 years early. Because the faster you pay it off, the less interest you pay, obviously. So it'd be nice to pay off my house 10 years early. Although if YouTube and my books would ever take off and make me enough money, pay off my house even faster would be great. But he begs every single day. So doesn't matter what he's gonna do.
And that's never gonna change.
Hey Dante.
Hello. Sorry for your numbers. May they rest in peace. The stream slayer has arrived.
Terrible.
But no, he will just continue to goddamn beg. It's and I said it in chat. I said these exact words. When it comes time to pay the tax man, when that fucking Reaper shows on his front door looking for that dollar, he's gonna say he's a grand or two short, and he's gonna do an emergency live stream saying that we are literally at the finish line. I'm inches from the finish line. I need $1,000, and he's gonna do an emergency stream. His pay pigs are gonna give him all the money that they fucking can, and he'll probably make $1,000 more than what he should.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He could get, but didn't you get $30,000 extra? Dude, it turns out it was more than I thought. I still needed another $1,000. Or $2,000 or $5,000. He'll probably go big like $5,000 and then all of a sudden get only...
No. I doubt he's gonna go that big. He'll say something in a comfortable range that will sound believable.
Yeah.
Like Phil has been doing this long enough that I've learned that he's relatively competent enough to know how far he can push things.
Well, I don't know. After that $13,000 fundraiser did in December, he tried to do another fundraiser every single month until that fell through.
And yeah, look at how much he's gotten though.
I almost like 10K average a month, which is insane for doing absolutely nothing.
Hold on. Knows the Cabin. Yeah, he does have a shitload of gaming statues, like a lot of them.
Which might actually be worth money if they weren't broken, covered in dust, covered in jizz, already opened. Like if you left them in the
all the way back in Connecticut.
Yeah. If he had left them alone, never opened up the box, just sat on them, yeah, they might actually be worth something. It was like, well, Babe Ruth cards are worth something. Well, this used to be a Babe Ruth card, and then, the dog chewed on it, one of the kids peed all over it. Now it's a soggy, nasty, hole-filled mess. It's a Babe Ruth card, but it's not worth anything.
And thing is, when does he say that his taxes are coming out?
April.
April. What big releases we got before then?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
There you go. That'll be what he does then. That'll be what he does. He'll make he'll do a Kingdom Hearts live stream and say that I need to reach this amount, otherwise I won't be able to live stream Kingdom Hearts 3. And his fan base will want to fucking see that. When does Resident Evil 2 Remake come out, actually? Because that also might be another one.
When does Resident Evil 2 Remake come out?
Resident Evil 2's initial release date is January 25th, 2019.
So,
yeah,
soon.
So there's another one. I mean, it's obviously a bit further away, but he could do that. He'll hide games behind a paywall now, just to squeeze out more money. More so on his Patreon. He'll say, if I reach this amount on Patreon, I'll play Kingdom Hearts 3. Because it's not like he's not done that before. He did it with Persona 3, didn't he?
He's done that with several games. Persona 3, Minecraft, the Mario games.
Exactly. That's what he'll do. And he'll say, I'm only doing this because of an emergency, the fact that I've got my bills coming. My bills.
Gotta pay my bills. Anyway, back to this.
Was to be able to refinance my home. For those who don't know what that means.
No. I was just saying I can't see the video, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right.
No, it's cool. I can watch the stream.
Okay. And of course, as we've already looked over, if he refinances the house, he keeps the money. There's no tax on it. Also, when he cries, I can't sell the house. Even if I sell the house, the government's going to take taxes out of it. No, they're not. Anything under $250,000 profit, you keep. If you're a married couple, anything under $500,000 in profit, you keep. If you live there for more than 2 years. So yes, on a rental property that you don't live in, or you bought a house for 20 grand, put 30 grand of worth of work into it to sell for 150, yeah, you're gonna owe taxes on that. But for the house that you live in, you don't pay a penny in taxes on it underneath the $250,000 profit. So he could sell the house for $146,000 extra, keep that $140K, move back to the condo, be fine. But he's not gonna do that because he needs this giant ass house for no fucking reason other than his ego. It's amazing.
By the way, just so
go ahead.
No, sorry. No, I was just gonna say, who was it that mentioned it? Someone mentioned that they believe he's fine. Yeah, Sean Gatchell. Sorry if I just butchered your name. He believes Phil's fine. I'm not saying I don't think Phil's fine. I don't think there is money issues here. And if there's money issues, they've already been sorted by the fucking Emerald 7 fucking
Tier 3 sub bomb.
Yeah, the sub bomb. I was trying to find a work in a way to say that DSP used the 7 emeralds to go fucking super fucking gout. He used the 7 emeralds to go super gout. But that if he had any money troubles, that fixed it. This is all just spend cash now. This is a little nest egg he can use to just guarantee all the new releases.
It's his money and he wants it now. But it is amazing to watch his pride versus greed. Like, which deadly sin is going to win out? Obviously, in the end, Sloth and Gluttony are going to kill him. But for right now, when he's on stream, when he's on Twitch, when he's on Patreon, what is going to win? Ego versus greed.
Oh, greed. Greed's going to kill him first because he has no pride. Have you, look at all of the shit that he has done in his illustrious YouTube career.
Well, that's why he's so thin-skinned, because he has such a huge ego. His pride is just off the charts of, but I am the best. I've been doing this for 10 years. That means I am the best. I've made so much money off of this. I made more money off of this than Rambo. That means I'm better than Rambo, because my ego is just so massively inflated. Which is why if he did lose the money from Tut, because he claims he kept the money, but if he did lose it because Tut said he got his money back, it's like, well, there he has to debate, well, do I cry and say, oh, my greed, or does he go, no, my pride can't take that much of a hit to the ego to admit that he won. And also telling people how to get back at me by going through your credit card companies.
Half years ago. In fact, it's worth a lot more, okay? I went to an agent. I talked to an agent about this. They gave me an estimate of what my home is worth. And they said, what you need to go do is go home and get us all of this information, okay? And based on this information, we'll tell you if you qualify for the refinance. If I could qualify for the refinance, what they would do is take all these credit card debts and shit that I have that basically make it unable to pay my bills on a monthly basis.
Yeah, his pride is situational. It's weird.
At a much lower interest rate because I have the value in my house.
Yeah, it very much is.
And all the credit card debt would go away, so immediately my payments would go way down by thousands of dollars a month to help me out. My credit score would go up because credit card debt is absolutely terrible for your credit score. All right. And everything would be going good. All right.
That's not... What? It doesn't matter what the debt comes from. Any debt is debt. My friend and I both got approved for $100,000. He used his full $100,000. I didn't use the full $100,000 when buying houses. His credit score took a huge, massive hit. Mine didn't take as big of a hit because I didn't use up my full credit score. I immediately used the one credit card, though, to pay for a snowblower, get a tree removed, get the garage built. That took off like an extra 10 points from my credit score because suddenly I was using up my debt limit of $100,000 debt. Once I get all that paid off, immediately shoots back up. I'm almost back to what I was before I bought my house. Because my credit scores keep going up because I don't get late payments. Unlike this jackwagon.
But sadly, what ended up happening was I went there and they said, well, you need 2 years of tax returns showing a certain level of income.
We're in the talk show one on Discord, Jackal.
2016 and 2017. If you guys don't know, 2016, I didn't do so well financially. Things actually went down a lot in 2016 financially. 2017, when I started doing full-time streaming, they actually went up. This year, 2018, things continued on the upward trend, like I just told you. So if I could show that for 2 years of increased income, I might qualify for the refinance. The problem is my tax returns won't be done for this year, 2018, until like April of 2019. So after knowing this and showing the agent what I had, they said, sadly, you don't qualify at this point. You know, maybe eventually you will, but at this point,
So yeah, Jack, are you able to get into the Discord, the OTSS?
You know, you have 2 years of showing the level that you need to qualify for the refinance. Okay. So this sucks. I'm in a financial situation where my Twitch is going up and doing well, okay, and everything else is down. Patreon, Teespring, and YouTube, and I have no control over any of those. Like, I don't really think I could change the quality of what I put out. How could I get more people to pledge to Patreon when my focus is the streams and the streams are doing good? I can't now clone myself to have someone do.
Patreon okay, sorry, I just caught up with that. Can you pause for a moment, please, sir?
Sure.
I mean.
Yeah, so he's talking about how his Twitch, since he started streaming, you know, in 2016, his money went down because obviously that was the whole machinima thing, that was the whole curse thing, that was all of the copyright crap, that was all of that. 2017, or was that 2017? No, machinima was in 2016, wasn't it?
Machinima, I think it was late 16 or late 17.
Right, but he said his numbers went down in 2016, but then they went up when he started full-time streaming in 2017, and in 2018 they kept going up. But then he's talking about how his Patreon's down and everything like that. Well, no shit, it's down because you're asking people not only to put money into Patreon, but you're also asking them to throw tips and bits and subscriptions to you on Twitch. One or either was going to take a fucking hit. And if people think that giving you money then and there is going to help you in the short term a lot faster than Patreon, they're going to just stop giving you money on Patreon and start giving it to you immediately on Twitch. It's a cause and effect there, dumbass. So, of course, one was going to fall in priority to another.
But, dude, you got to give him 5,000 subs on Twitch, 5,000 Patreon, so you have the power to get executive override. Then you also need to watch his YouTube videos. And you also need to tip, sub, and all that while you're watching his Twitch. You just need to constantly give him money, dude. Because everyone has thousands of dollars to waste on him, right?
Fucking clearly, with the amount that got dropped on him in that fucking Emerald 7 thing. But, like I said, it's like he didn't even contemplate that this was a likely outcome to happen. That one of his finances is going to take a hit. Like one that gets paid, because I'm not on Patreon, so I don't know. You're on Patreon, right, James?
Yes.
That gets paid out monthly, right? Yeah. Right, so you've got monthly to a right then and there money transaction that can go straight from the person to PayPal. What do you think people are going to prioritize, especially when you keep saying, oh, I need money, oh, my bills, please pay my bills, little kiddies, please pay my bills. I groomed you for years for this eventual causality that you will pay my bills. Now, my little groomed children, please do my bidding. So, of course, one of them is going to take a hit.
I assume that Patreon they will put more money on Patreon.
No. That's the thing. He talks about how when he started streaming full time, money started coming out of his Patreon. Like his Patreon numbers went down.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I misheard that. Yeah, they was put more money onto Twitch, seeing that's where he's playing games at. Yeah.
And not only that, but it's because he can get that money instantly, or pretty much instantaneously. Where Twitch, he has to wait monthly for it. Again, like I say, it's like he didn't see this as an eventuality. And by the way, someone said that it was 2017 that Machinima dropped him. Then I must be thinking about when they renegotiated his contract was in 2016, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was. I thought it was 2016 too, brother.
To everybody who's new, I'm just the British arsehole they bring on just to talk shit. I chill in the autism jacuzzi with these guys. I don't jump into the autism and I don't jump and swim in the autism pool.
Oh, I wanted to say something. I'm not sure you got to this part yet, James, but in his video where he talks about fraud with a credit card company, you have to prove that your credit card was stolen. Not everybody gonna go to the police station. Hey, I lost my credit card. Somebody's using this. That's up to your credit card company, unless there's a big ass cybersecurity going on. Even then, the police wouldn't have nothing to do with it. Your credit card company has to do it. And if they need the police involved, they will call the police. But anyway, I believe Tutankhamun did got his money back, and as you said, Dante, that his pride would not take that hit. All he had to do is just show them proof, show them videos, send them the links. Once they would have seen that he was kicked off after paying it and filled his obligation, his bank would have rewarded him his money, or PayPal.
It's not even necessarily that. I think that if he did, and this is why I kind of fall on the fence that he did win it, because if he did get it charged back and Tutankhamun took all the money and Phil was left with nothing, and he had evidence to support that, that is perfect begging material for Phil. Look at how this dude screwed me. I need your help to rectify this.
Bro, I ain't prideful, but even I wouldn't want to tell people like, damn, I lost almost 1,200 from a troll. How the fuck do I tell my friends and family why I'm broke?
honestly, it wouldn't even be necessarily a pride thing for me there. To me, I'd look at that saying, wow, this dude's a legitimate piece of shit, and I have the evidence to prove that this dude's a legitimate piece of shit. So, and that is something that DSP would totally do. He takes every opportunity. If he has the evidence, he takes every opportunity to show that people bigger pieces of shit than him, or attempts to.
Mm-hmm. One more thing. When he speaks about the furniture, anyone else would have won that case. If you already have on your receipt that you bought 5 pieces of furniture, all of it was included in that one price, and they try to hit you up, hey, one of those 5 pieces you have to pay for, and it's already in your contract or receipt. All you have to do is just take a copy of that, send it to your bank fraud department. They will take care of the rest and got you your money back.
Or you could have gone down to the actual place, but I didn't want to get the guy in trouble. Like, bitch, depending on how many hundreds, if not thousands, because, you know, it's DSP.
Oh, he did.
So he just spent
that.
at least $1,000. You know he probably spent thousands on something he could have gotten for a couple hundred. Because, like, oh, no. This couch was only $400. I went with the $1,800 couch because it had a cup holder in that armchair. So, like, you know he would have done that. So you, like, really? $1,800, you're not going to go down and be like, hey, this is how much I was supposed to be charged. Here's a credit card thing showing you guys charged me extra. What the shit? Fix this.
Hey, Quiet said it best. Salvation Army don't do buybacks. Respect to Quiet for that one. But no, I mean,
I'm sorry, you was about to say something?
I was just going to say, Bastian says, but DSP has to win every time, and so Tuck can't win even if he gets the money back. But that's what I'm saying. I know that's a half joke, but again, in the long, if Tuck had got the money back, DSP would still win because he'd probably be able to make that money back and then some if he had the money to show that Tutankhamun got all that money back. I'm just saying, like, Phil for as much of a retard as he comes off, a lot of the time knows how to manipulate his audience. That's how he's still doing this shit to this day. Like he has groomed these little children to give him money on a consistent basis that he has been able to do it for 10 goddamn years.
And you know, and that's why I came here to help discuss about this, because the information he gives and tell these kids is like, oh, you can really fuck up their financial. Oh man, I can't debate the bank because I need proof this and that because my favorite friend told me I need hard ass evidence. No, bro, no, you don't need hard ass evidence for every single thing. Some things are just common sense.
DSP, common sense. What is this? What is this dark magic?
But yeah, I just think it's disgusting how he just give false information to his younger viewers. He can sit in all day, pretend like he don't have younger viewers, but he need to stop that shit what he's on.
Yeah, Bastian, I could concede that point, because I mean I could concede that point that a lot more trolls could do that.
In theory.
But I also have to take into the consideration that I'm sure DSP has told his credit card company, or might have informed his credit card company and possibly PayPal and stuff, that this could happen after the Tut thing, or knowing his audience and what people could do to him. And that's why I've always turned around and said, I don't like. I fall on that fence. Crucify me all you want. I fall on the fence with that I don't agree with tip trolls and stuff like that, because as soon as you give DSP money, he's won.
Yeah, it's like I've never given him a penny, and I never will. Not even to troll his ass.
You do you. You do you. You want to do that perfectly fine. It's just in my personal opinion, my viewpoint, my fucking 5x5 vision, tunnel vision with these fucking glasses on.
Hey Josh,
if you give DSP money, in my opinion, you've lost.
I mean, I've never given him no physical cash or this thing called tips. But cheers, when you watch those little ads on Twitch, I asked him a few questions. And when I seen motherfucker when I answered him, watched a few videos, wasted a little bit of my time, and just sent him some cheers just to get a fucking half-ass answer.
Well, I got from chat, Ace pointed out that he told his children fans that, oh yeah, rainy day fun is, oh, it's raining out, let's go spend money. Like, no wonder he's always spending money, because it's always raining in Seattle. Like, no, that's for, oh shit, something happened, the car engine exploded. Well, thankfully I had this money set aside for just an occasion. Or ruining kids by telling them not to invest because investments are for fools. Well, it depends. Invest when Republicans are in control of the government, because the economy shits itself every time. No joke, it's fact. Great Depression, Great Recession, now economy shits itself when Republicans are in control. Every single time. So the stock market goes down. So, oh, this stock used to be $18 a share. Now it's $5 a share. Buy it up. Hopefully, Democrats win in 2020. Economy goes back up. Then you sell it. My friend did the exact opposite. He bought it under Obama. He's like, I'm going to hang on to it, sell it under Trump. Immediately shits the bed. Obviously, because Republicans are in control. Oops. And now he went, so, how much did you put into the stock market? 100,000. How much are you up to? We're about 210. And now what are you up to?
Are we really
like 60?
Are we really going to talk politics now?
Nah, let's avoid that. He went from having like $210,000 on a $100,000 investment to now he has $60,000 on his $100,000 investment. And it's like, so are you going to vote Democrat in 2020 to hope the economy goes back up? Oh, now you got to decide.
I would never do such a thing, Bastian. How dare you accuse me of such stuff? How dare you? I would never do such a thing. I have too much pride for that.
By the way, how do you make someone a mod? Dante Crisis is now a moderator for your channel. For at least until the end of this, because then I'll end it because I don't need mods usually.
Oh, there we go. The wrench.
The wrench.
I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna fucking use that. Honestly, I'm surprised I ain't been a mod in your channel before.
Well, I've never really needed mods because nothing ever happens in my chats to need mods for it. Except for when Eckstein and Goober go at each other, but that's just all in good fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going back to the original point. My point still stands. How he did not see this eventuality that Patreon would suffer because of the immediate satisfaction of people being able to give him money, or children being able to give him money on Twitch, is just pure idiotic.
It's like he wants, again, we've said it, he wants $5 on subs, he wants $5 on Patreon, he wants $5 on clicking ads. Like, he wants it all, but dude, you work your 9-to-5 job, that's the easy thing. Dude, what I do is hard. Now give me all your money. It's like, or you can do the 9-to-5 job and then you don't have to worry about it. Oh, Memology posted Rice Scum's apology.
Yeah, I'm sure it was half-assed, like a lot of like Rice Scum's raps.
More sense for him to get a part-time job, so that way he could make some little taxes money from his job, makes a little side.
Hold up. Sorry, Jack. I'm this Nosley Cabin. I'm like Phil. You don't seem to have a bunch of negative assholes trying to destroy your livelihood. I mean, is that like I don't know how to say. Is that comment meant to be like we don't have a bunch of assholes
I think he meant
trying to destroy our
unlike
livelihood,
Phil.
so we don't?
He meant
Oh,
unlike
unlike
instead of
Phil.
unlike. Yeah, that's what.
Oh, right. You're like DSP, but unlike DSP, you don't have a bunch of assholes trying to. Well, I mean, I've never denied I'm an asshole, but I'm an asshole in the context of my own little universe that I inhabit and that I'm the god of, and you're all welcome, but you must kneel before me, golden god. But I don't want Phil destroyed. I've said this so many goddamn fucking times. I don't want DSP destroyed. I want him humbled. I want the fucking Iron Sheet treatment. I'm going to break his back and make him humble.
What the fuck are you talking about? My internet's been shitty all fucking.
I don't want DSP destroyed. I want him humbled. That's all I want. I want him to come down from that. I can't even call it an ivory tower because it's not even necessarily an ivory tower. It's like a fucking. It's a tower of fucking matchsticks, is what it is. And I just want him.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question? Do you know that clip where he tells somebody, "You don't know what the fuck you talking about? I do not live in a big ass house that I can't afford and had 2 cars."
Yes, someone gets the Iron Sheet reference. Yes, someone gets it. Sorry.
Somebody should have asked him, if you don't live in a big ass house you can't afford, then why are you here begging for money?
Because of
Or
the
did somebody already
tractors.
ask him?
Because DSP, and this has been proven, relatively proven. DSP got the house when he was flush with cash and thought that this well wouldn't dry up. And then guess what happened? Machinima changed his contract. Machinima dropped his ass. He then got picked up by Poltavi and Lavaria. Then he got cursed. And then somehow he still got fucking kicked off curse. I don't know what's more. I don't know what's more ironic. That the company is called Curse, or that you could consider Phil a curse for being on Curse.
The second ladder.
And I like that fans have posted in the comments before of the exact same size houses that he has in Texas, one of the states he was looking at, 160 grand, $133,000 cheaper. Also, Seattle's like in the top 5 for most expensive places in the country. Texas, one of the cheapest. So he could have moved to a place where it doesn't snow, same size house, just 130 grand cheaper, and a cheaper area to live, and their business tax is less than what it is in Washington, so he would have saved himself money that way too. He could have saved himself so much money, and now gotta go to Seattle, because I think he wanted that West Coast. He was tired of being East Coast Street Fighter, getting their ass kicked by the West Coast Street Fighters. So I'll move to the West Coast so I can be part of the West Coast Street Fighter Club, dude. See, I'm West Coast now. I'm part of the Cool Kids Club.
I don't think that was the reason. Because he quit Street Fighter after that.
Probably because they wouldn't let him in.
And the FGC don't want nothing to do with Phil anyway. They pretty much all hate him. The only reason Low Tier God is still even mentioned in the FGC is because he's he's the equivalent of a freak show attraction. and he is somewhat competent at the game.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on fire tonight.
He has a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house, but the 1 bedroom is his office. The other one is Cat's office. The other one is Cat's bedroom, while the other one is his bedroom, because you know they don't sleep together. How can somebody be going to bed at 10 o'clock at night while the other one doesn't go to bed until 4 o'clock in the morning? Like, no.
No, James. No, here's the thing. Cat sleeps on the lawn, because only 2 things can live in that house: Phil and his fucking ego. But no, I mean, I can't. That's the one thing I won't fault. If it was a 2-bedroom house, I wouldn't be able to fault him having one as a bedroom and another bedroom as an office. I could never fault that. If I could own a 2-bedroom house in my country without dealing with the fucking stupid bedroom tax, I'd do it just so I could have an office so I can work. Because, it's the space and, green screens and all that shit. So I can't fault that. But a 3-bedroom house is way too much.
For one guy.
Yeah, my mother always told me, even if you by yourself, get a 2-bedroom place. You never know if you ever have kids or whatnot. We're having 3, unless you have a family, you don't need 3.
Okay, now I'm sure James has a video that he needs to continue playing. So,
well, like I got a 2-bedroom house, but I have a 432 square foot house, very small. But guess what? It's literally just me. You know what I do on my days off? Not spend hours cleaning. The 1 bedroom is my bedroom. The other bedroom is my walk-in closet with dresser and all that. And then I do all this shit that I'm doing right now in my living room. Because it's just me. I can do whatever the fuck I want in my house. And my ruin. He says that his mortgage payment for the condo is $1,500, and he says he's paying roughly the same for the Patreon Palace. But the Patreon Palace is over 160 grand more. So I'm thinking either A, he doesn't pay property tax. Well, he doesn't pay the property tax on the Patreon Palace with the mortgage. He pays it separately. So he might be paying the property tax rolled into the mortgage on the condo. Or he may have done something really fucking stupid, being DSP, and done an interest-only mortgage for like first 10 years. You're paying nothing but the interest, nothing on the principal, because banks make money off of the interest, not the principal. So he may have been doing something fucking stupid like that instead of having it all tied in together. But it would be a lower payment if he was paying just the interest for 10 years, but he's not paying off any of the principal.
Damn.
Well, what's this cousin theory? Is it a theory that Phil's fucking his cousin or something?
No, that when he had the condo and that his aunt lived in, then she died. And we know he has a cousin that used to live with his parents. And so the theory was that Cat was his cousin. Like, oh, my aunt died, I can't afford a place alone. It's like, well, all right, fine. You come here, you clean and you cook, and pretend to be my girlfriend. I'll let you live here rent free. This was all before the Subaru Man thing came out.
Bro, that's just sick. To even do that's the equivalent of going to prom with your cousin and telling everybody, yeah, this is my girlfriend right here, and your cousin sitting there like, you know what, I'm not even gonna hurt this man's feelings.
I got too much pity for him.
Anyways, but yes, back.
Hey, I got a little theory here before you go into your next topic. I have a theory that Kate might be, if they is having sexual relations, that Cat might be transgender. Because
I've already turned around and said that. I made a joke about that on LSB. I made a joke about that on LSB stream the Minecraft stream. I said if they get married, then the fucking marriage the marriage revelation would be that Cat's a post transsexual man.
Oh, then I didn't say that. I wasn't about to go there. I was about to go. There's a reason why this man's throat keeps hurting. I understand, man. It's like, come on, how can your throat be hurting for a whole week? Unless my immune system more stronger than his, but as most my throat ever hurt is 3 days. This man talking about my throat hurting because I'm talking on stream all day. Nah, Cat must have a lengthy ass dick and fucking the shit out back your throat. You need to tell him to stop. And that you.
Thank you for that image. Oh my god.
You see how the fuck this man?
You nasty.
You say how this man eat a fucking sub sound? He thought he could have handled her, but couldn't.
Wait, so you're saying that DSP is taking the footlong sub?
Yes,
every single night
with extra meat.
I'm sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear you.
Well, Thyri, her cock may be bigger, but his boobs are bigger than hers. So it's a good trade-off. She has a bigger dick, he has the bigger boobs. Alrighty then, back to the video.
So I'm kind of stuck where I am.
I was about to say
I just need to keep plugging away what I'm doing.
Oh, what you about to say?
No, no matter. No matter. Play the video.
Like, why don't you Man, people are fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Chat is disgusted with you.
Help, but sometimes people are just really.
Chat is disgusted with you, Jazz.
I just explained to everyone. This year, I made the most money. You know, streaming.
Shit, I gotta play the video to
Things
listen.
are on the up. I'm making good money streaming. The problem isn't I'm not making good money. The problem is my debt has actually grown exorbitantly because of interest rates and expiring promotional rates. So
right
if
now,
I get
so
another job outside of this and I stream less, I will make less money streaming and make money on a job that will not pay as much as the streaming. So I would make
Which
less
is
money.
true. If he got a
How
job,
does that
unless
help
he
me? And the answer
got
is it
lucky,
doesn't. It's
he's gonna
stupidity.
make
It's
less
the
money
dumbest
on it.
suggestion you could possibly have.
But it would be
Okay?
stable.
Now, some people have said,
Yeah, be
why don't you sell your
consistent.
house? You know, and
It might
you
give him
know,
health
I don't
there's
see
benefits.
why
reasons
he had to.
why I don't want to do that.
But I don't
First
see
is
why
because,
would
as
he
I
have to
just told you guys,
sacrifice,
this year I really built
play a
amazing
game
positive
for
life with Cat here. We
2
love
to
this house. This is
4
all we
hours
ever
and
want.
go
We
to
don't want
sleep and
anything
then
more
do
than this. We
everything
don't
the
want
next day.
anything bigger than what we have right now. If we can just keep what
And
we
they'd be
have,
like,
It's
all right.
not like he played
I'm not
games.
even kidding.
It ain't like he played games for the full 6
and
hours.
the
2 of
fact
those
of the matter
hours is
is,
straight him talking.
if I had to sell this house, number one, I don't have the
And
money.
he'd be like,
to
all
do
right,
it. I
today's
would
my
need
day
money
off,
to
so we're gonna
clean
do
up
the
the house,
big
redo
12
certain
hours
rooms to
of
get
video
it
games today
put
to
it on the
help make up for the
market, have it
fact that I
set.
couldn't
wouldn't
stream
be able to
earlier.
stream as much because if people want to come in for open houses or whatever, right? The house has to be available to be shown.
And
it
plus,
basically
his
would
adult
hinder everything.
friends will
I would make
understand.
less money because I wouldn't be able to work as much trying to sell the house, and I would have to somehow find a way to finance to get this house cleaned up so that I could sell it, which I don't have the money for. Okay. Number two, I would then have to find a place out here, basically an apartment, where I could do this work. I could get just as good internet as I have here, which
Or
I
a
don't
smaller
have to be able
house.
to. I could do this work, this full-time streaming from there. Remember all the problems I had back in Connecticut when I used to do this as a job, and you see what I mean? Like
Very
you
little
see,
minnow.
all the internet issues I used to have, and that was when I was a full-time streamer. That was if the streaming didn't work, oh well, I'll just do videos for YouTube. I can't do that.
Yeah, if you
anymore.
could get a
I
job.
have to be streaming every day to make a living. So
I gotta stream every single day. He took Thursday off.
because shared internet from everyone in the apartment complex. I know because I used to do it in Connecticut. at
Bro,
the
he took
condo
like
I
a
used
whole
to have,
week off.
And all they'll do is give you excuses and blow smoke up your ass, and they'll never fix
Oh,
it.
you talking about
So
this?
I'll end up in an apartment complex with the internet shoddy.
I said it
and they don't
before.
wanna go
This
anywhere,
man gets a
okay?
cold.
Plus,
He's out for a
moving.
week. I get
I mean,
alcohol.
you're
I
talking
get near
selling all the
alcohol
shit in this house
poisoning, and
somehow. I
I'm
don't
still
know where, I
streaming the
don't have
next
time or
day.
expertise to do that. Moving from one place to another.
Hey,
You're
guys.
talking
I didn't stream when I got sick, but you know what I did? Edited videos where I could edit out my hacking and coughing and all that. Because I got editing programs.
To just make ends meet. Now you want me to stop that to stress myself out more to try to sell the house.
That's not
to move to a
ethical,
smaller
though.
place and think
They
it's
want
going
to
go
know how
smooth.
that game was
Ultimately what
played,
would happen
as if they were
is-
sitting right there with you.
If I were to sell this house, I'd probably be able to pay off a lot of my debt. But the problem would be, guess what? And this is another thing no one wants to talk about. When you sell a house, the United States government considers that sale profit.
No,
So even though I may sell this house and make some profit, the government
No, I've already covered this. No, no, no. If you live there for more than 2 years, anything under $250,000 profit is yours to keep. $500,000 if you're married. This is
Can
five.
I
This is
say
literally
something?
me getting on my phone going, "Hey Google, do you have to?" Oh shit, my Google thing just went off. Anyways, like, "Hey, do you owe money on this? If you do that, it's like, no."
I don't understand.
I know. I'm sorry. Go away.
Hey, can
Go ahead.
I say something right quick? As a 29 years old, about to be 30 in July, I've never knew you had to pay taxes on your house. I thought once you sold it, all that money goes to you so you could pay off the rest of you owe the house and you keep the rest in your pockets. I never even knew that you would have to pay taxes on it.
Only if you lived there for under 2 years, or if it's like a rental property. If it was your primary residence for over 2 years, you keep the money under $250,000 profit. So let's say the house costs $500,000, you sell it for $650,000. Well, that's $150,000 profit. You keep that $150,000 profit. That is all yours. Now, if you sold it for $800,000, you would pay taxes on the $50,000 over the $250,000 profit. And he says, "Oh, this house is worth $146,000 more." So fine, you got $146,000 profit. That's his to keep. He wouldn't pay any taxes on that because it's his primary residence. The only issue would be with the condo, because that's not his primary residence. So if he did sell that, even if he sold it for a profit or whatever, he would owe taxes on it because he hasn't lived there for over 2 years as a primary residence. But
Here's a question. A condo in America, because I don't know if we've got condos here in the UK. Are they basically just apartments? Like, are they?
they're pretty much
Or
apartments
are
that
they
you will
different?
eventually own, unlike regular apartments where you can pay $1 billion in rent and own nothing. With a condo,
Oh,
it's
okay.
pretty much the same thing, but you eventually own it.
Okay, right. So then,
Yeah, you
my
have to-
question.
No, I'll let you go with your question.
No, I was just wondering. Then why doesn't he think long term? How much do you think he's still paying off that condo? If he's, do you think he's close to finishing paying it off?
Oh, not even close. At the beginning of the year, he said he still owed $100,000, and mind you, he's making minimum payments of the $1,500 on a 30-year mortgage.
Jesus.
So right now, he's probably paying $1,200 towards interest, PMI, other stuff like that, and then maybe $300 of that's going to principal, if he's lucky.
He couldn't lease it. because he's paying a
And he
mortgage
also-
on it, he can't lease it out, can he?
Yeah, he could lease it
He
out
could.
So why does
if it was in livable condition.
well, then why doesn't he just? I don't know if this has ever been brought up. In fact, I think he might have mentioned why he doesn't do this. But why doesn't?
Because he's not there.
Well, it's not just no. It's not even necessarily that. Why doesn't he just? Why doesn't he lease it out, rent the fucking condo, and hire a property manager off of some of the rents? You know, rent it monthly for like I don't know, maybe $600, maybe $600 a month. Maybe include utilities and shit, and pay like a property manager or someone who primarily works in property management, like that's their career, where they're managing multiple properties, and then he can lease it out because then that's more money coming to him that he can use for all of his bills and shit. Would this work? Because you guys in America, you know
It would work, but he's too lazy to do that. That would take effort, and we all know he hates effort.
And that if he was to make a profit, he would have to charge way more than what the rent is, and to be able to cover that property manager. But if the place wasn't
A shithole.
unlivable, then then he could probably do all that without no problem. But the problem is unlivable. And also, not only he's paying mortgage, any condo, you still paying a a condo fee. What is that fee called?
Homeowners Association.
Yes, you're paying that fee, and that could be up to $300 to $500.
Right. So then it would be, unless it's prime fucking real estate, there'd be absolutely no point in doing that. Because if it's 500 on top of what he'd set for rent, so the rent would have to cover that, utilities, and for management, like I say, so unless it's prime real estate, like it's in the middle of downtown or somewhere where you can get to a lot of places that you could market off, like, okay, you can literally leave the condo and you're near the supermarket, there's a theater or some shit like that in your immediate vicinity. He wouldn't be able to jack the rent up to something like $1,500 a month, maybe, because like I say, he'd have to cover the property manager thing. He'd have to do obviously the tax, like you said, the homeowners insurance and shit. So I don't know.
Hey, Cyber. Yeah,
Cyber.
The condo had roof damage, allowed water, rain to get in, the snow, whatever. So, that's got to be just mold everywhere. Mind you, he's going to show Cat the place.
But you see,
that damaged some of his figures, though, didn't it? That water damage, because I remember him mentioning that. It damaged some of his statues.
Yeah.
Oh, a quick question. If he have an upstairs neighbor or any neighbor at all, and since he got a huge hole and it's collecting mold and dust, will he need a professional company to clean that before that starts spreading and start harvesting bugs and whatnot?
Well, he's actually on the bottom floor, so obviously the roof would be whoever lived on the third floor, and technically it should be like whoever owns like the condo complex. They should be the ones that had to pay for all that, but they were slow on it.
Since he's not there,
yeah.
And I'm just trying to think of like a resolution to some of his money issues, because like I said, that's more money coming to him that he can pay off the tax, the condo, and a lot of other things. So
I would like to say this, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump on nobody's feet here, but if it was me and my dumb ass moved from Washington, D.C. to a whole different state without paying off my house.
Jackal, we give you more credit than being that dumb. We give you a lot more credit.
I would have just fucked my credit up and just let that shit die. I would just let it die because it's just a financial. Most people cannot let a financial drain like that hit their bank accounts every fucking month. I would just let that shit die.
I would have lived there. I would have got rid of the statues, lived there, turned the bedroom into a goddamn office, and lived on a goddamn fold-out couch in the fucking living room.
I know, right?
But that's because I'm lazy as hell.
Well, you could have done a strategic default, which is different from just not paying. But it's complicated. It would take about a year and a half for it to go through. But gee, all right, I'm moving to Washington while I'm doing strategic default in the condo. Oh, 3 years later, it's gone. He doesn't have to worry about it anymore. All the money he's putting towards it, he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. He's already got it paid off. But, you know, strategic default, that would take forethought, pre-planning. We all know how much he hates doing that.
But why is this man so bad at life? I just don't understand. I'm sorry. Hope I'm not taking over your show, but why is he just bad at life? He just sucks.
Ego, greed, unable to plan ahead. Like, he just does not plan ahead at all. He only thinks about right meow. I need this right meow. It's like, well, what about 3 months from now? Well, I don't care about 3 months from now. That's 3 months from now. I'm worried about meow. Fuck me, that was hilarious.
Government wants taxes on that.
He sounds
So
almost as bad as my future child. I mean, mother of my child.
You're being very careful. You're being very careful not to turn around and say my future wife or my future baby's mama, because both of those have negative connotations if it doesn't work out.
Terrible.
No, I just hate the word baby mother. I'm trying to say the word.
The mother of my child.
Mother. Yes. But like, I'm planning for the future. Hey man, I can't wait to get this, that, other. Like, damn, you about to make me jealous of my child. Like, shit, can we plan, or can we take care of us? I'm taking care of you. What's the problem? I want this and that. I'm saving money for our child. The fuck? That's what I mean by he sounds just like my damn child's mother.
Yeah, I have to agree with my ruin, Jackal. He's not necessarily bad at life, because if he was bad at life, then goddamn, he'd be living on the streets at this point.
Living on the streets, sucking dick for money. Sounds like a good Saturday night to me. Hey, if you're gonna do something well, never do it for free, right, Joker?
Yeah, shit. I almost fought a homeless man with one arm before, because I gave him $5 one day. He was like, "Man, that's all," and walked away. Like, nigga, I will whoop your. I'm so sorry for using the N-word. I mean, I will whoop your fucking ass. I don't care. You got one arm, motherfucker.
Yeah, his issue was that he just got used to making so much money, he could blow his money on stupid shit. Now he's not making as much. Oh, hey, I fucked up.
Just for everybody who does not know, Jackal is indeed black.
Yeah, James is on my Facebook. He can confirm.
Made selling the house goes to the feds. So now I don't have as much money as I think I
gotta leave the talk show.
I probably can't pay off all my debt, and I'm not in a good position anymore, okay?
Except you could pay off your debt because it's not taxed.
All right, in reality, there's no easy answer to the situation. What I would like to do, this is what I want to do, okay? By the way, please, mods, if you're here, please start banning these people. There's so many negative people in the stream chat basically say, oh, Phil's a liar, Phil's this. Oh, look, Phil's talking about this on the stream. Even though I said this is one segment of the podcast, these idiots are coming in being negative. Please, mods, take care of this, because I can't do it by myself. I can't.
Well, maybe start paying your mods. Maybe they'd be able to do a better job.
The bottom line is,
Banhammer, bring that fucking 4-hammer down on their asses.
Right now, because of the help that Emerald 7 gave me with those gifted subs, okay, earlier this month, I'll see some of that income. I'll see that in February. That's going to help a big chunk of the federal taxes that I owe come April, okay? Phew, thank God, because I haven't paid any of them. I haven't had any money to pay them, right? What I'm hoping is that between now and April,
DSP is about to achieve flight with how much he flaps his arms.
And maybe I can get a little bit more, you know, we're working on stuff behind the scenes here. Cat's working on stuff. We're doing as much as we possibly can to make as much money as we can to pay these taxes coming up in April. The ideal state would be this, okay? We could pay it all. I pay all the taxes I owe by April. We're good to go in that regard, okay? And then this year, once my tax returns are done, I can go back to, say, this mortgage agent and say, I now have 2 years of tax returns. Hopefully my home value's gone up even more since the last time we talked, you know, last year. Can we now say...
Probably not, because he doesn't take care of it. I'm like, oh, guys, because I had to move so much stuff. It's like, bitch, a fully furnished house is way easier to sell. You could probably sell it for even more than what it's worth. Because that means that people don't then have to go out and buy all that shit. I said it before. I was looking at 3 houses. 1 2-story basement. 1 1-story with a good basement. Then 1 very small, no basement, way far away from working friends and family. but it was fully furnished. And it had
Dude, that's what he needs.
and it had,
That's what he needs. Like, oh, sorry.
and it had a very small yard. It's like, I hate mowing. You know what I want to do on my day off? Not mow. You know what I want to do on my day off? Not clean. So the smaller the house, the better. And being fully furnished except for the washer and dryer, well, fuck yeah. And they were all the same price. It's half the size of what the other two were. No basement or anything, but smaller yard, which I don't want to mow. And it was fully furnished. So go ahead, leave the shit in there. Maybe take the FAP seat with you and stuff, but leave the other shit in there. You'll have a way easier time selling.
Yeah, it increases property value because it will come fully furnished. Now you were speaking of basements. Then that's something DSP could definitely fucking do with. I mean, it gives the trolls, it gives everybody a goddamn opportunity to literally call them a fucking basement dweller now. But like seriously, basements in America for most houses, they're relatively big, aren't they? They're pretty much near enough the size of the goddamn first floor of the house, aren't they?
Usually, I mean, yeah, there'll be like the water heater and stuff down there, but I've known some.
That's easily cupboard off. You know what I mean? That could be easily called. Dude, imagine what he could literally do with that amount of space. That's an office right down there that he could have all of his private time in. He could get a 1-bedroom house or a 2-bedroom house with a basement, and that basement all to himself for his streams and shit.
I'll say my one cousin, he turned the entire basement into his game room. He's a huge Ohio State fan, so he had Ohio State pool table, Ohio State pinball machine, Ohio State posters and pictures. Like, it was nothing but Ohio State stuff. Another one, that's like, oh, that's the kids' playroom. Because that way it's not like, oh, the living room is the playroom, company comes over, we got to clean up. Like, no. Fuck it, you put it in the basement, company comes over, well, who cares if the basement's a mess? The company's not going down there. So that's where he put his workout room. Because there's concrete floor, so he put all of his heavy weights down there. It's like, basements in America are huge. I don't know how it is in some countries, but yeah, they're just another part of the house.
Exactly. Like, imagine, because there's two people because you were talking about basements, I was thinking, there's two YouTubers I know of who've done fantastic with their basements. You got James Rolfe, the AVGN. His fucking basement is amazing. His basement is fucking amazing. And then you've got Some Call Me Johnny. He moved into a house, and his entire basement, I believe, is his recording studio, his live streaming, everything. Like the amount of shit that you could do with a basement is unlimited if you've got the fucking mind for it and the planning for it. He could literally have a goddamn office down there. He could start DSP Incorporated.
Yeah, I know in some places, well, especially like I'm right on the beach. Speaking of homeowners association, I pay $40 a year to get access to the beach, or I have rights to use the beach and all that, I guess you'd call it. But since I'm right on the lake, can't have a basement. Makes sense. But as the others, like, man, that size basement, like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, but it's not furnished. Like, it's not like, all right, fine, they cost the same amount. Well then, all right, well now I gotta buy a stove and a fridge. I already had a microwave and stuff, so it's like, all right, well, I still need to buy the washer dryer. Well, I still need to buy furniture. I still need to buy all this stuff. Or go with a smaller house, farther away from everyone, but right on the beach. Tiny house, tiny yard, so no cleaning or mowing except for 10, 20 minutes, whatever, a week. And it's fully furnished. So, DSP, you don't have to move your shit. Leave your IKEA rugs and IKEA furniture there. It'll help you sell the house faster, and you'll probably sell it for more. You might get $200,000.
No, he'd need to take them. I mean, goddamn it, I could only. You've seen this guy fucking around with a goddamn PC. Imagine how bad it would be for him to try and put together IKEA furniture. That shit's complicated, yo.
You probably had a cat do it. Oh, GTG just liked my tweet of, guess what just came in the mail? Oh, it's been a while since the show off.
Oh, no. Oh. I did not ask for this.
Gotta promote.
No, you gotta whore me out. Everybody's whoring me out. You, Memology, GTG, all fucking whoring me out. I feel honored, but also dirty.
I like it when it's dirty.
I mean, though, seeing it in person, I am actually very fucking happy with how that hoodie turned out. I'm very happy with how that hoodie turned out.
Yeah, Lake is prime fishing all you want if you get your fishing license and all that. And I got the bait and tackle. I have like 4 different bait and tackle places all around me. But I don't like seafood. There's only one thing I eat that tastes like fish, and that's shrimp. And I don't know why I love shrimp, but I can't stand fish.
Dude, I can't lie. If I lived next to a goddamn lake, I'd honestly have fish every Sunday. Like that'd be my relaxed day. I'd go out, go and fish, and literally catch some fish and either have sushi or fried or breaded fish. Seriously, that honestly sounds amazing.
Well, it's weird because my uncle does a lot of fishing, and he's like, "Oh, where you at?" I name off some of the marinas that are like surrounding me. It's like, "Oh yeah, that's where we take our boats to get on the lake." It's like, so you probably driven by my house before and just didn't even realize it. Anyways, we're almost done with this video, and I got my podcast to do in like an hour.
Sit down with these 2 years of tax returns.
Dead man's
showing me the
tone.
increased income that I have. Can I qualify for the refinance? All right. Worst case scenario, they say no, maybe another year. Because the thing is, I told you guys, I'm on an upward trend. I actually am on an upward trend of income. The problem is the debt I owe is so ginormous that it doesn't matter how much I'm making. I can't pay off the goddamn debt as it is. I need this.
It just needs a Tower Emerald 7 to show up every single month.
Finance to happen. Okay.
AKA miracle.
Now, of course, there'll be a million other people saying a million other things. Phil has a condo in his old condo in Connecticut. He doesn't rent. Just so you guys know, I'm constantly working that stuff. All right, I am. I'm constantly working that stuff behind the scenes. I am.
Everyone
And
check out
I just don't
Dante
talk about
Crisis'
it,
YouTube
unless
channel.
there's good news. Why the hell would anyone ever say to me, I just got completely distracted. Why would I tell you guys about stuff I'm working on if it's not going to come out positively, right? I do have a condo in Connecticut I'm stuck with. It's a money pit. That's the condo I lived in from 2009 until...
Reagan Wolf does body language videos. Which video should I send to her for her to react to? Because she just asked on her Twitter for videos to react to. I'm thinking the first time Cat was on stream with him. Do that? Alright.
Hey, hello, Cat is in the
No. Send him the one where send him the whole panda one. The pill. Give that bitch a pill.
DSP Panda Lee Pill.
Hey, I'm sorry. Can somebody give me a recap? What's going on? Who you gonna tweeting to?
Oh, this is Reagan Wolf. She does body language videos, stuff like that, and she just asked, "Oh, send me videos to react to." So, all right. Well, no, but he has to be on camera. Was he on camera for that? Or was this just him bitching behind a screen?
What do you mean, the whole give that bitch a pill thing?
Yeah, was he actually on a screen?
No, he was on screen. No, it was on screen.
Let's see.
You should also give her the video when he was jacking off.
I don't think she needs to see that.
No, not even your worst enemies need to see that.
Oh, fuck. Because DSP Pandali Pill comes up with Fred Fuck, Zipshit Phil, Sons of Kojima. That's what sucks about DSP. Like, he's not on the pages, so you search for him, and he doesn't pop up. Everyone else does. Mr. Huff Stuff, The Gut Police.
That's what.
As I stated, 10 years of irrelevancy.
Alright. Well, hopefully I can find the cat one easier then. Her first appearance was what?
Hey, quick question.
No, not Halloween.
Quick question. He only states that he can't get a regular job because if they look up his name, they'll find all the slander videos. But a lot of the videos just state DSP Gaming, not Phil Bernal.
But he uses Phil Bernal for his tags, I'm sure.
That would be that's stupid. Why?
Watching it. Let's see, did I have the link? No, I didn't. Fuck, I didn't link it. Did someone link it in the comments? No. Damn it. God damn, because even I pop up before he does. I have 1,800. He has 186,000 subs, and he pops up before I do. I mean, I pop up before he does. God damn.
Do I pop up?
Where the fuck is this? Pandalea reacts to DSP being broke. Oh, that could be.
One of these days, James, one of these days, I will reach you. I will reach your numbers. One of these days.
Do it. Peer pressure. All the cool kids are doing it.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Shit, I'm still trying to get to LSB.
God damn it. Hi. He doesn't show up. Fuck it. Was that on
Yeah, I mean,
KO
if you
Gaming?
want, like I say, if you want a perfect representation of DSP to show them, you give them the give that bitch a pill video.
Was that? Let's check out King of Hate vlogs.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Shut the fuck up.
Give me a minute.
Impromptu. No.
Are you having trouble finding
Aha!
the pill video?
Here it is. It is under King of Hate vlogs.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Come to speak with you again. So that's got to be it from 9 months ago.
All right, hello everybody. Phil and Kat here, and welcome to a special video that we've been planning on working on.
Yep. All right. Let me send this to Reagan. Her stuff is great. Oh fuck it. Let me go find her because she's hilarious to watch. She puts up such good content. And they show us those live streaming, and her cat Skylar is just so thick. Reagan Wolf. Ooh, she's up to 120,000 subs. Awesome. And post. All right, there's the link to her page on YouTube and all that. For emergency, DSP emergency. All right. DSP Panda emergency. Almighty Tevin, Al Crimson King, Dipshit Phil, Sons of Kojima. Fuck, this guy doesn't pop up on his own shit. Oh, emergency, but DSP Gaming on hold. This is actually from his channel, though. God damn. He has absolutely zero relevancy on YouTube. Ooh, no, this is from him getting dropped, isn't it? But it might be on King Hate Vlog.
Of scorn, right? A look of scorn. She's like, "You've only been here like an hour and a half, and we have other patients." And I'm like,
"Oh no, this is it. Ha, found
okay,
it. It is on King Hate Vlogs." He throws his girlfriend under the bus because she had a panic attack while at work, and he was, quote, busy live stream working, unquote, while playing a video game.
As I was about to say, again, I say it with my sweet, sultry voice. Hey, Loco, how you doing? Second, James, again, now that I can actually say it in person, thank you so much for buying my hoodie, man. You are fucking amazing. And thank you to Loco for buying one of my hoodies as well. You're all beautiful sons of bitches.
Yes, we're all terrorists. Oh, man, she has over 120,000 subs. Can you imagine she does a video about him? How pissed he'd be. Oh, but I still got more subs than her. Yeah, but she gets way more views. Suck it, bitch.
It's the tits. That's all it is. It's the titties.
She doesn't show those, thankfully. She's not that kind.
No, it's just the fact that she has a pair. Wait, no, that creates a paradox, because then how does Phil not get more views? Because his titties are bigger.
That, and she's very rarely actually on camera except for her live streams. It's usually her doing the body language videos. Like her covering Laura Lee's "My Apology." Like, oh, there's a cut and now she's crying. You know what happened during that cut? She put eye drops in. Because she's not really crying. If she was crying, her nose would be doing this, her lips would be doing that, her eyebrows look like this. She went to college for this shit.
I think people want a link to the video as well. People want to see the video.
Alright. Panda Lee video. Right there.
Get that bitch a pill and leave her on the street. Not far off his actual fucking words.
2014 when I moved here. I can't sell it because I got it for a certain amount of money. The
Anyway,
mortgage is way up
sorry.
there, and the
You have a podcast soon in literally like 13 minutes. Do you want to continue with this video you were watching until I came on and derailed the whole fucking thing?
I still got 20, 25 minutes before I have to be ready for it.
only worth
And there's only about
I
7
don't
minutes
have
left on this video.
$40,000 to pay to the rest of this mortgage so I can sell the condo, and it's a drain on my finances every fucking month. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
I'm working towards possibly being able to maybe rent that out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, you know. I'm always working this stuff. Sadly, for 2.5 years I've been trying, and I haven't gotten any positive movement there. The bottom line is over there in Connecticut.
So yes, the Panda League video thing is in the chat right now.
Some of the worst in the entire fucking country. So I can't find anyone reliable to rent it for me.
Cyber.
Screen people, find people who are reliable.
Did somebody say
actually
derail?
and do all this stuff. I can't find anyone.
Fuck you guys.
It sucks ass. It sucks
Yeah,
ass.
now the fucking fur is here.
Well, you know, you gotta.
And
you know, when I'm here,
I'm
I
Oh, wait, take a
give-
sip.
I have positive
Yes,
movement
views.
in that regard this year coming up 2019.
Take
I'll
a
let
sip,
you
you
know.
sleazy
But
bastards.
for now, it is what it is. I'm stuck in the situation I am. I need to get past April, and then another year. See
What
how it
happened?
goes. Can I refinance? If not, again, it's going to be kind of the same hurdle every year until I can refinance. Eventually, I'm going to be able to refinance. It's just a matter of time of the home value going up and my income going up to be able to qualify for it. Okay. So that's what I need to do. Worst case scenario would be if I get stuck and I have to sell this place, because it would be massive stress. It would be loss of a place where I've worked my ass off to earn, a life that I've now built for a year with Kat and had a really nice year with, okay, that we don't want to lose. So much stress and just pain and anger of having to leave and sell everything, and also not streaming. I would not be able to stream like I'm doing now. I just wouldn't. These are
You can stream anytime you want. You make your own schedule, jackass.
Finding money to somehow redo the house. You see what I mean? Like, it's
Hey,
just
don't
not
call me
gonna
no
happen
Jack. Oh,
unless
I'm
it's the
sorry.
worst case
Talking
scenario and
about
I'm
DSP.
absolutely forced to do it. That's the last thing I do. But I have to do my best. I have to do my best to stay here. Okay. All right. So, all that being said, 2018 was a great year. Content-wise, the streams are better than ever. Sadly, it was the actions of assholes. Again, fucking my YouTube channel over completely, losing all these. Imagine if I were able to get that chair sponsorship, if I were able to do sponsored streams every week, I get extra money every single week. But it's all taken from me, from these pieces of shit. These fucking pieces of shit who all they want to do is ruin my life, even though I don't know who they are. I've never hurt them. And it's funny because at one point, they would try to justify what they do by saying, well, Phil does this immoral thing and that immoral thing. And then you'll
Oh, guys, did you hear his new theory that the landscapers now detractors who are only there to fuck with him? That the neighbor's landscapers only show up when he's trying to do streaming. They're obviously doing it to fuck with him. Like, they even know he exists.
Is he really that paranoid?
Yes.
Wow, I'm schizophrenic and I don't get that paranoid.
Fuck, like, can you imagine? They only show up when I'm trying to do streaming. Well, you stream in the middle of the workday. Oh, they're showing up in the middle of the workday. Imagine that. Not that he wouldn't know what a workday was.
Activity on his streams anymore. He stopped insulting people on his streams all the time.
That is
He's made all these
crazy.
positive
That
changes.
is
His streams are
crazy.
nice and chill. He doesn't do the drama anymore. So what's your excuse now? And now it's just I hate Phil, so fuck him. I never wanted to be
You guys want to hear
successful.
something
So
interesting?
they never
Sure.
I've discovered a new lol cal. Well,
Oh,
not
no.
new. I'm related to this person. My brother is defending DSP and stuff, and you know what his last text message was to me?
Uh-oh.
Calling me a homophobe, calling me a retarded homophobe, and I should stop picking on DSP. I'm like, interesting.
Like, how did you know that DSP's gay?
No, my brother's calling me a homophobe.
Yeah, for shitting on Phil, but that would make Phil gay.
Either way, though, I'm gonna screenshot these text messages. I'll send it to you guys in the Twitter. You're gonna. You guys tell me. You guys tell me if I responded well or
Who
not.
wanted to hurt me because they knew they could from behind
Oh,
the scenes.
Lord.
And they're just gonna keep. keep being bullies,
Clint the
because they know
logos.
they
You're
can get
making
away
fun
with
of the way I
being
say
bullies,
brother.
and there's no way
Brother?
Well,
that
you know.
there's recourse. There's just not.
Well, you know, I
Okay?
did have 2 strokes, so I'm surprised I can still say the
And I'm
word
tired of
butter
it. I am tired
properly.
of it at this point.
Hey,
I
X9.
wish there was something I could do about it. There's not.
I kid. Well, not the stroke thing. I just healed
So
from
it is
that.
what it is.
I am unkillable for some reason.
We'll see. What I'm hoping for is the best. I'm hoping that we'll have some generous partners.
Oh, wait till I get my hands on you.
I'm hoping that just this month of December,
you don't
and
touch
actually this month of
furries.
January, I can get through because of what happened in October screwed me over. Now
No, I kill
have to pay
furries.
the bills for the next 2 weeks. So I'm hoping I can somehow find a way
Okay.
to get
Well,
through
then
this.
I'm an anthro enthusiast. How's
And
that?
honestly, I'm hoping
Better?
that, you know,
Worse?
between now
The
and April, we get past
DLRI,
tax issue,
the
and
Tractor
maybe I can
Landscaping
refinance this
Incorporated.
year. Maybe I
Yeah.
can finally rent a condo in Connecticut, and that'll help a little bit, if not a ton, at least
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit.
I just been thinking
Give me
about my brother
something
said to me
additional that I
today.
need help with, because my debts are only going up at this point because the rates keep going. They just raised the interest rate again in the United States. I think it's the 4th time now in 3 years or something. They've
Interest rates only matter if you don't pay your shit off.
raised the interest rates again, and I'm getting fucked again. Every time I seem to be getting ahead, here comes another outside situation to fuck Phil over that he didn't create. All right, guys. So that's the deal. All right, that's the deal. And now that I got it out of my system, you know what's going on with me. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the positive. And that's the end of this segment of the stream. All right. I do want to say thank you. There's no way I'm reading the 100 cheers that came in during the segment, but I will say thank you to the following people. Vanessa the Goddess did a bunch of cheers.
So those people cheered for no reason.
Juggalo John gifted us up the King of Hypocrisy. Ladder Slider, Judicious Echoes. Thanks to all of you guys for your cheers. Okay, I appreciate that. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, one final thing, because someone just screamed, change your bill dates, okay? Because a big thing that's happened is the past 2 months, I've told you guys I had a lot of problems paying my bills because now I no longer get paid by Curse. Curse used to pay me, like, between the 5th and 10th of every month. So I'd have a big payment coming in every month between the 5th and 10th. I would use that to pay my early month bills, and I'd have no problems. Now my first payment every month is the 15th from Twitch, and then...
Which means you got paid last 15th, so you can use that to pay your fucking bills.
Like the 20th to 25th from
But he
YouTube.
won't.
So
of course not.
all my bills are due at the beginning, but I don't get paid till the middle or end. So I end up overdraft, and it fucks me over. So some people have suggested, why don't you change your bill date? Some credit card companies, loans will let you do that. So I did look into it. I'd say probably about all my debts, maybe 4 or 5 major ones let me do it, but they all take 2 months to go into effect.
So do it now, so 2 months from now, they'll be done. Dumbass. But see, again, he only thinks about the meow. He doesn't think about the future. Oh, that takes 2 months to take into effect. What about meow? Well then, 2 months from now, you won't be able to bitch about it because it'll be done.
So yesterday when I was paying my bills, I was able to change a bunch of that stuff, but it won't go into effect until like March. So it doesn't help me now, you know, it'll help me in March.
Ooh, I need to edit these screenshots.
So it is what it is. All right. That is it. Thank you for listening. For those who cared about this segment, it's now time for a break. Let's take about a 10-15 minute break, all right? When I come...
Yeah, he uploaded in 3 different videos. So he sat there for an hour 20 minutes for each video. All right, guys, I got to take a 15-20 minute shit break every single time. Like, bitch. We've done our Detractor Cast podcast, whatever you want to call it. They've gone on for 6 hours before and I've not taken a break. He can't even go an hour and 20 minutes without having to take a break. Like, what a bitch. It's just, how? How does he keep these people?
I told you he groomed them.
Fucking sad.
One for the road. Take a sip, you sleazy bastards.
It's sad that his fans fall for this crap. I feel so bad for them.
I mean, for God's sake, I mean, I barely talk about DSP, and I've already got DSP fans becoming my detractors. It's fucking hilarious.
Q-Master
Really?
asks what we think he spends his money on besides bills. Casino.
Meth.
His teeth haven't fallen out yet. If it was meth, his teeth would have fallen out by now. But it's casino. He's already stated that, wow, did you know they have card readers at casinos now to make it even easier? Even easier to do what?
No,
Blow all your money, you dumbass? And, of course, microtransactions.
Well, it sure is though. Yeah, microtransactions. Because I was about to say, he blows at the casinos because he sure ain't doing blow off a stripper's ass. Or the stripper's tits. There you go. Coke on tits. Coke on tits, the way to go.
But yeah, he spends it at the casino. He spends it on microtransactions. He spends it on Schwann's meals. Way crazy expensive. He just buys the stupidest shit. And of course, do I need a fan? Do I spend $19.99 or do I spend $219.99? He's gonna spend $219.99 because it's just what he does.
Brock, we can't make a
Promise?
There is no way that we can make that promise that we won't send him back to the East Coast. Or that you guys won't. Thank God I don't live in your country. I live somewhere worse.
But anyways, I got a podcast to do with the Dead Man's Podcast, which I linked to earlier. Let's see, Dead Man Podcast. Dead Man.
And luckily for all of you, I will only be in chat. I won't be talking, so you can take solace in that.
A Dead Man's Tome Podcast. Huh. They also apparently also get uploaded to YouTube. Not YouTube, iTunes. Obviously gets put up to YouTube or else, you know, wouldn't be able to post that YouTube link. But yeah, that also goes up to iTunes and all that. So anyways, I gotta get ready for that. Which I will be wearing Dante's thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna be on camera for that.
Probably not. I don't mind. I mean, you've already shut it off like 3 times now, so I mean, I'm already happy about that. Once was enough. You've done it 2 more goddamn times. So again, thank you.
And thank you, Dante, for joining me. Thank you, Jackal. Thank you, Cyber, and of course everyone.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, at least this time I didn't kill your views. So.
And Cabin, X9, Clint, Brock, Cube, Adam, Loco, Bart Stolk. I mean, just everyone who shows up. Daryl, Jesse, Relucid, like everyone who shows up to these. Thank you.
You beautiful motherfuckers.
Yes.
You beautiful cunts.
Like, I don't know why you show up and watch me, but you do, so I'll keep keeping it up. Also,
that's because you're a lovely bearded man, that's why.
Also, Dante, you said you didn't go too far into the Blood Chalice dungeon things on Bloodborne?
Yeah, I already know you mentioned you killed the goddamn queen,
yes.
And I fucking hate you. The salt is real. You will never know the struggle. you will never know the struggle that we Bloodborne players have been through. You will never know it.
Because like, oh, you want to do the all weapons and all tools and all these trophies? Like, well, some of these you can only find in the freaking dungeons. It's like, oh, well, the dungeons should have been New Game Plus material because they're just too much fucking fun.
Yeah. I hope he jams this up and you'll still fucking die.
And I still die.
You know, the worst thing is, I think the hardest you're going to have to deal with is... oh, wait, no, you ain't got the 3 umbilical cords. Oh, yeah, did you? Have you got the 3 umbilical? Yep. You do, and I'm sure you've used them. Honestly, at your level, I would say the only thing you would have slight struggle with is... oh, fuck's sake.
Orphan of Cause.
No, Orphan of Cause is probably going to kick your ass, but you'll tank it again. You'll tank Orphan of Cause at this point. It's not just him, it's Geralt. That's it, yeah, Geralt, the first hunter.
German.
He'll give you a run. What?
His name's German or German, not Geralt. Geralt is from Witcher, dude.
No, I didn't say Geralt. I didn't say Geralt. I said German. I said German. That's what I said. I didn't say Geralt. What the hell did you get that? I said German.
You said Geralt.
No,
Chat, what did he say? 1 for Geralt, 2 for German. Or German, whatever.
I said Geralt.
Garum, I said. God damn it. I didn't say Geralt. I should know. I just finished the fucking Witcher today on stream. I know the fucking difference.
And that's why you said it, because it's still fresh in the mind.
No, I didn't. 7. Emerald 7. No, but like the Moon Presence, who is the penultimate boss, is not going to be difficult. Once you figure out, I'm not going to spoil it, but once you figure out something about the Moon Presence, the Moon Presence is fucking easy. It's honestly disappointing. Garmin, the first hunter, is actually more difficult in my opinion.
Well, hey, you know the what's it called? Those text messages I screenshot sent to you guys. Let me know if I should go full petty on my brother or not, because he made me a mod on his Twitch thing, and I can be a complete and total dick and just basically block everyone who sends him money, or I can just take the high road, remind him to take me off from being a mod.
Dude, you know what, James? There's one. Either you or me has got to do a podcast with GTG. That's just got to happen. I want to get on a GTG podcast.
Same, but he's always busy because unlike some people, DSP, he actually has a job.
That's bullshit.
Also, Cyber, how can anyone hate lesbians? Lesbians are the best. It's like, I like chocolates, and I have 2 chocolates. Put them together. Yay!
Okay, now...
Well, the thing with my brother, unfortunately, because when he came out, right, he thought it was a big deal. Like, oh, I'm gay. That makes me better than you. And I'm like, well, your aunt is a lesbian. I can, we can talk to her. She can, tell you what's like being gay and all this. And he's like, fuck lesbians, I hate them. And then if I ever have a friend who's a lesbian, he tells me not to bring them over. Like, oh, you don't let your friends come over here because they're lesbians and they disgust me. I'm like, but you're gay. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Let's just save this for when James edits the podcast. This is clearly after podcast material. So
no, I'm just saying my brother, he puts his shit out there, so he's a lolcow in the waiting, so
he puts it out there like he put himself out there, basically.
Basically, and like the thing is with me is like, talk shit about me all you want, talk shit all you want. I don't care. You threaten my grandmother, I know where you live, motherfucker. I will hunt you down if I have to.
No, that Puerto Rican blood just boiling over.
Oh yeah. And guess what? I'm schizophrenic. I got a free pass, so I can whoop some ass and probably just get a slap on the wrist.
Terrible, but true.
Yeah.
Anyways, that'll be all for now, guys. Thank you again for showing up. Thank you, Dante, for the $2. Thank you, everyone, for showing up, watching, talking, joining us in Discord. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But I got another thing to get ready for now. Yay! So, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.